Audio. There we go. Test, test, test. Hey, hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Alex Taste in Music. We're gonna wait just a second here for it to stop so I can pause it. There we go. No doubling echo. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in.
This is not the podcast.
Yeah, I'll put that.
Welcome in, everyone. We're going to be continuing our journey of ranking and reviewing every single epic rap battle of history. Unfortunately, the captain had an emergency and will not be joining us this evening, but we'll make do with me and our lovely guest here, Bacon. Bacon, for those who are not familiar with who you are, would you like to introduce yourself?
Oh yeah, sure. So it's name's Bacon Pancake. I'm going by Poner in my server for Epic Rap Battles of History, which is basically a community server where you can join in to discuss the series and any rap battle creators in the general community. They also discuss many series among those as well. But yeah, I'm here to basically give ERB knowledge, insight, just basically everything that I know about the series as well.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bacon. So as you can see, we reviewed all of Season 1 and Season 2. Those are my most nostalgic epic rap battles of history. So we're entering uncharted waters. Most of these I have not listened to at all. So I'm very excited to jump into it. How's everyone doing today? Let me say hi to all of our lovely chatters this evening. Welcome in, Internet Tough Guy. Hey, I'm Casey. Then Senor Gato 287. Carissa. M. Mooney. Jules. And Chaotic Spider 9729. Welcome in, welcome in. And Justin Fortune 98. What? Cool. Had the chat up on the screen. Alrighty. Let's get started here. So, is the playlist wrong? I thought Season 3 would kick off with Adolf versus Darth Vader.
Yeah, the third one.
Yeah, shouldn't that be after the Eastern versus Western philosophers?
No, that's Season 4 for East versus West. So we are at I think it's actually if you go up.
Is this playlist messed up?
No, it's just in chronological order from earliest to latest.
Okay, so what do we have next exactly?
You have to go up on the playlist.
Oh, okay, so we were skipping ahead a bunch. Oh,
yeah.
Okay, sorry. I don't know why. I thought this was the next one for whatever reason. Oh, because we just did the Russian battle, the Russian roulette one.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, cool. So let's go. All right, Hitler versus Vader. I think I did listen to this one back in the day, but I don't remember it at all. So let's check it out.
Vader, this is your last chance. Battle me or die.
Darth Vader. Martin!
Screw you, you big black cunt! I'll kick your balls in your face! A war on two fronts! The fear will crush the dark side! Like a rap apartheid! I put the jam into Germany! I'm sick on this mic! I beat you twice, you sellout! Now you bow down to Mickey Mouse! You call yourself a Dark Lord? You couldn't even conquer Space Mountain! You're just a sad-ass medic robot freak who needs some lovin'! Well, I bet you something! Here! Pop into my oven!
Let me paint you a picture, son. Portrait of a bitch after World War I. You were stirring up the fears of the German people, telling the world that the Jews are evil. You wrote a little book, got 'em fired up. How to be your whole book, got 'em fired up. When your bunker started getting fired up, you put a gun in your mouth and fired up. You dumb motherfucker, didn't Napoleon let you know? When you conquer Russia, better pack some fucking winter clothes. When you're fighting off Valkyrie, I got a million clones, take time for me. My bounty hunters ride for me. Your homeboy finish this ride for me.
They call me Boba Fett, you wanna mess with me? I'll put my balls in your mouth like Boba G. I got a jetpack, yo, you know I steal the show. Cause when I rock a microphone, I'm sick, hell no! You're not going to cheat me, Mr. Sunglasses all the time! I'll take you and your new boyfriend Goofy and all your sperming soldier guys and throw you in a butthole in the sand! I am Hitler!
Whole war!
All right, that one's so much more different from the first two. I'm not digging how slow Hitler's beat is. I don't know. It just the vibes seem a little off. What do you think, Bacon?
Yeah, I'd agree with you with that. It's different. I do feel it's a bit of the weakest of the trilogy, and
Yeah.
they probably could have done more with it if they kind of tried in their current state, where they put in as much as they can to look into it. But no, this is it's a little weird too that Hitler has his verse a little slower, as you said. It speeds up with Vader. He has his own, and then in comes Boba Fett, and Hitler just starts ranting at the end, and then he gets sliced. So yeah, it's a bit of a weird change in format. But I do think it's like, they kind of just had to wrap it up to finish the trilogy.
Sure. Yeah, I feel like they did, but I get a little disappointed. I wasn't bad. Definitely a contender for anywho.
I do want to mention my original idea is that they put as a prank Hitler versus Vader 4, but they do Dark Helmet from Spaceballs versus Adenoid Hinkle from The Great Dictator. And they use that to like tease a Charlie Chaplin battle.
Oh, wow. Are you saying that's something you want to see happen or something they've been doing?
But yeah, no, that's my original idea that I
cool.
want to see.
Yeah, maybe.
I think the only the only thing I can think of for a Lord Drop with this one is Matt Pats was praising Rasputin versus Stalin, and then one battle later he's like tweeting Epic Rap Battles of History used to be like my favorite smartest show on YouTube, and they devolved into cursing and vulgar jokes. I think it's just because Hitler turns Australian with the cunt there, but yeah, that's pretty much what I remember from it.
So Matt Pat was praising it before the start of season 3.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, everyone was loving Yerby, but in this one, I guess it kind of dropped the ball for some people.
Definitely. So the fandom overall, not a big fan of Hitler versus Vader 3.
I think it's mixed. I would say a lot of people love the Vader rhyming where it goes to like right before it does the dubstep drop, which last time you'll see dubstep on the series.
Cool. Right on. Really quick, J Pro says, watching your stream instead of studying for my accounting exam. Hell yeah. Thank you so much, but best of luck to your exam. Jules is cool, says, watching Alex Fiction is always the correct choice. Good job. So true, Queen. So Casey was mad about something. I can't be here for long. I hear he ranks Joan Arc versus Miley Cyrus low. Did we ready?
No, that's actually a couple battles in.
Okay, yeah. So we'll get to that. All right, no worries, Casey. We'll get to there. All right, a very disappointing introduction to season 3, I gotta say, but hopefully the rest is good. I don't know anything about season 3. Oh shit, Miley Cyrus is two more. So coming up next, Blackbeard versus Al Capone.
Al Capone versus Blackbeard. I come strapped with 6 pistols and a dagger. Walk under the black flag with a scallywag swagger. Ain't no parrot on my shoulder and no rings in my ear. I'm an irate pirate, real swashbuckling buccaneer. Breathe with me, please. I'm the high seas Caesar. My cold heart is many degrees beneath the deep freezer. You're an obese, greasy sleaze, squeezing a disease beater. That no skeezer would touch if she had 50-foot tweezers. Don't start a war with me, you're not hardcore. I'll pimp slap those face scars of yours, Portland Starbo. You spent time in Alcatraz, I'm sure you were fine. If you dropped the soap as little as you dropped over
I'm a busy man, Captain Crunch, I'll make this quick. I'm ruining pirates faster than Johnny Depp did. I ain't syphilis, yeah, well you're a huge dick. The scurvy-ridden ship filled with bilge rat pricks. I run an industry, criminal syndicate. To show respect and get the tongue ripped out your neck and shoved right up your poop deck. Slapping bitch-ass teachers back since I was 14. You ain't a tough guy, my kids dress up like you for Halloween. I use that fuse in your hat to light up you and your buddies and burn your sailboat down and collect the insurance money. Then maybe they find your bloated body dead in Washington on a beach. It's a Capone rapping, I'm capping his captain. A piece?
The Valentine's Massacre brought your condemnation, but I'm gonna sink you faster than your income tax evasion. When I toss you overboard like a mob abomination, so prepare to learn the Davy Jones locker combination. 40 cannon on the Queen and your gang can't stop it. I'll pilfer all your rum and sell it back at the profit, cause I'm a criminal legend with a badass name. You're a fat thug with an STD in his brain.
Come on, they chopped your head off and they hung it from a rope. The only legend you left was your prohibition on soap. I mean that rat in his bed strapped so many crumbs, his bum could get Marona still in lunch for a month. I'm the MC assassin slash like Edward Kenway. Rap so hard, call me Al Dente. Take your little slope John B and go home. Tell South Carolina Blackbeard got Capone.
Who won? Who
pretty cool. I like the beat. I love the matchup. Costumes. I love the music video. Not much to complain about this one, except maybe I don't know. Some people I'm sure might have an issue with the accents going on here. But yeah, that's those are my thoughts, initial thoughts on this one. What did you think, Bacon?
Yeah, this one, it's their first time getting a battle to be sponsored. So in this case, they got Assassin's Creed to actually
Oh
help
shit!
out
I
with
didn't
the
even notice
backgrounds.
that. You're right. Look at that. That's cool.
Yeah. Obviously, it's a contractual obligation. They had to bring in Edward Kenway, which is actually a pretty, I'd say, how they integrated him into it. Did pretty well. Like I said, it's not too distracting. Actually, makes sense for how they integrate him.
I don't know any. Oh, is Edward Kenway? Is he this dude?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
So he's
okay.
getting hired by his mafia to take out Blackbeard's goons.
Ah, okay. I wasn't even paying attention to like all the stuff going on in the background. So very, very fun integration. Like for someone like me, I didn't even notice there was an ad going on this whole time for Assassin's Creed. How about that?
Yeah.
Anything else interesting to add, Mr. Bacon?
But yeah, I think Blackbeard's first verse is honestly underrated. Not many people praise it enough, but I'd say it deserves its flowers. Capone's pretty good too. I do quite like his stuff, but I think he gets enough praise, but Blackbeard's a little like overlooked.
I thought Capone's first verse was a little weird. He says, "Yeah, it had syphilis." That's not
That
hard.
does stick out to me as
Not a hard
a kind
line.
of odd line to make. Yeah.
Yeah, I had syphilis, so what? Yeah, that was pretty good. Okay, it was all right. I had fun with that one, I guess. I'll put it at the bottom of A tier. Why not? No complaints. It's just missing a certain iconic factor to it. It was good.
Yeah.
Oh, so this one, people are really excited for me to rate this one. Brad taste greater than Alex taste. Get out of here, Dylan. It's so not true. Instrumentals of Bop to Jeep Row. One of season 3's greatest. Oh no, really? The season just started. It's already peaked at Al Capone versus Blackbeard. That ain't good. That's not a good sign. Queen, you're a tough guy. You are my cinema. I could watch you forever. Action thriller. I could watch you forever. You are my cinema. A Hollywood treasure. But you are my cinema. Step in time. What is that referring to?
No idea.
All right, coming up next, Miley Cyrus versus Joan of Arc. Oh, really quick, I forgot to mention in the first one we saw, fucking Ray William Johnson comes in out of nowhere. I did not like his verse. I did not mention that one.
Yeah, it kind of just goes and like comes and goes.
All right, coming up.
Joan of Arc versus Miley Cyrus!
Let me guess, you're here to hate? We can stand in the autograph line and wait, cause I'm all twerk. I got all day to spit harsh words in this French make face. You died a virgin, girl, who you think you messing with? It's Miley Cyrus, I'm the hottest thing since Britney, bitch. I'm getting lifted on that Miley, get that party turned up. You getting lifted on a steak, get that body burned up. Had enough, it's my habit. When I grab the mic, I milk it. You could say this rap is like my alter ego, cause I killed it.
Lord, forgive me for the words I speak. I know the voices of the angels tell me turn the other cheek, but I'm about to rip Hannah Montana's tongue out through a tea. Je suis la fille en feu, call me Katniss Everdeen. When it comes to bad bitches, I'm the patron saint, but I only get down on my knees when it's time to pray. I came to French Ben's aid in the time of need, cause I'm the maid of Orleans, you're the Mardi Gras bees. Honey, my father taught me things your daddy couldn't teach ya. Your highest calling was a text from Wiz Khalifa. You gotta die for something, Miley, just picture your epitaph. Had the world watching shows to show them all her flat ass. Sweet burn, no pun intended. You're a cross-dressing peasant betrayed by those you defended. But when I come under fire, I can hashtag handle it. If God's in your corner, girl, you need better management. Do not take the Lord's name in vain, you ratchet skank. Your manager's riding you to the achy breaky bank. Be thankful for your talent, don't just rub it on your crotch. Keep your party in the USA, viva la France.
That's a very interesting. I have some thoughts on this one. The Miley Cyrus lines, they're all incredible. They really dropped the ball with the Joan of Arc one. I mean, the first verse doesn't even rhyme at the end. What do you think?
For how this one went is like, I remember also kind of being pretty disappointed with it. Like I don't think they should have really used Miley Cyrus. It was very much a trend. Like she is still kind of big. She still has her name, in modern day pop and all. But this is clearly just a dated moment in her career, and they just kind of don't have any real reason to go with it. So that's why I don't really like it for that. And then they waste Joan of Arc with it too. Now, originally, they were thinking of doing Miley Cyrus versus Queen of England, which is, apparently would be Elizabeth II. But no, I don't like. This is kind of like a saint versus sinner angle or something like.
Okay,
that.
yeah.
I don't know if they use like Miley Cyrus because Hannah Montana, she does costumes, and like Joan of Arc was like pretending to be a guy in the war and all.
Right.
But yeah, no, this is kind of a confused matchup type of thing. Like it
makes sense to me. I totally got the angle, like saint versus sinner kind of thing. So that was not lost on me.
Yeah.
I kind of got that right away.
The only other thing is like female empowerment, maybe, but it's a stretch.
I don't know. I feel like I'm going to disagree with the fandom here. I thought all the Miley stuff I thought was fantastic. I did not like any of the Joan of Arc stuff. And the beat for Joan of Arc I feel like was worse than the beats for Miley as well. Because
I think it's still really the same beat. Like the beat is annoying though, I'll say that. But
okay,
to me it doesn't sound as musically good.
Definitely, I can see the fans saying that too. But I feel like it gets more popular and lively with the Miley stuff, and less so with
maybe a bit.
the Joan of Arc stuff. It's interesting to have that. It doesn't make sense that for sure to have that poppy sound for Joan of Arc either. I don't know. Maybe the beat deserved some more time in the oven for that one. I thought it was fine.
Yeah.
It
like,
was far from offensive from some of the other ones. It was much better than season 1's Girl versus Girl. Was there one for? Oh, and it was about as good as the Cleopatra versus Madonna one. Not as good.
Put it between
somewhere in that tier. I would put it somewhere between the tiers. I'd put it at the top of Sad Face.
Yeah, makes sense.
Here. I thought the actress for Miley Cyrus was really good. And I had to check the credits. Is that really her? Is that really her in there?
Oh yeah, no, she does look the part. She has played her in old YouTube sketches. But,
Oh, cool.
But yeah.
Love that. All right. Coming up next. So hopefully that was a good enough review for my friend Casey. Love how they make Miley so cringe. She was cringe? I thought she was acting the way she is. It wasn't.
So
I
it's
didn't think it was
accurate,
cringe at all. Yeah, I thought it was pretty accurate. Busy in a box. Hello, Alex. How are you? I'm doing great. How are you doing, General Douglas? So people in here seem to not like all. So hated Miley Cyrus back then, which is why she lost. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, like a Bieber treatment.
Alex, quiet for anyone else. Oh, I might be a little quiet. Turn myself up a little bit on my end. Test. All right, sorry guys. Hopefully that sounds a little better. I'll move the mic a little closer to my mouth as well. Alrighty, because y'all know Miley Cyrus like y'all don't know Miley Cyrus like I know Miley Cyrus. So did you think that one was better than people gave it credit? KC? Oh, because Joan of Arc. Casey says, I think I only love Joan of Arc and Miley Cyrus because Joan is hot. Couldn't agree with you. Couldn't agree with you more. So true, Queen. They were both very attractive. Anyways, Bob Ross versus Pablo Picasso. Now this is an obvious one.
Bob Ross versus Pablo Picasso. I am the greatest, the modern art Muhammad Ali. I melt faces, call me MC Dali. Your whole body of work is a fluffy mountain of crap. You're the BBS version of Nickelback. But I think you must be a genius cause with zero training you made millions teaching people how to suck at painting. Why don't you go back home and beat your brush, you chump? I could make better art with my wiener.
I'm so glad you could join me today, so I could teach you how to feel some joy when you paint. You're a moody little genius, always so serious. I know, you must be on your blue period. Your work is melancholy, I'm painting happy little trees. Call me Jackson Pollock, because I splatter MC with the voice of Zeus, so let's do this. I twist you up like you're a Rubik's Cubist.
Don't use that word like you know what it is. You painted 30,000 pictures of bushes and sticks. Don't your audience know that you stole your whole show? You just ripped off your teacher and added an afro. My name is Pablo Diego Jose Francisco de Paula Nick Maríateros, Romeo Cipriano, de la Santísima Trinidad, Ruiz y Picasso. Back to you, Bob.
Well, Bob is dropping bombs like this is Guernica. Served 20 years. Air Force. United States of America. My technique will make your mistress weak. Put her to sleep, elbow drop a drink. I go deep, and I keep it mellow like some cadmium yellow. I'm a brick like titanium white kind of fella. Don't believe in mistakes unless you step to me. Yo, Pablo, you just got your happy little ass beat.
Who won? Who's done?
That was a short and sweet one. I thought it was pretty decent. I thought both their first verses felt kind of weak. And I think the line that I cringed the most to was the blue period. There was also a line that Pablo said. Oh, I think in general, I felt like the writing wasn't very good for Pablo's part. I just thought it sounded a little juvenile, some of the lines. But other than that, not too bad. Especially, I liked Bob's vocal delivery a lot. I thought that was fun and creative, and it sounded cool. What do you think, Mr. Pancake?
Yeah, for this, it's very much one of those few where it's ERB on autopilot because the writing isn't too up to par. Like, you know, as you said, the disses weren't like too hitting. They kind of just, you know, went a bit of a strange route for like Picasso to kind of make just based on like, you know, his show being lesser than him, which is like, it could be fine. It's just not done creatively.
Yeah.
Bob Ross at least does have some things that he was saying like a bit more to his style, but at the same time, if you know Pablo Picasso, he is a very dissible guy. He only kind of hints at like, you know, my technique will make your mistress sweep, and like that kind of just acknowledges that he has a mistress, but he was really abusive with his mistress, so he could have gone more with that. Like there's different angles you could have taken.
I see. Was looking at some of these scenes here. I thought it was fun how they kind of referenced some. We get a little callback to some of their older stuff here. That was cute.
Sure, yeah, it's nice. I do think if like I didn't think maybe you could do too much with Bob Ross either. Like they clearly just wanted to use him because they love him.
Yeah.
But then say Freshie Canal is just like one of the biggest fan-made rap battle channels. He makes Bob Ross versus Bob the Builder, and that one actually goes hard on Bob Ross compared to Irby. So yeah. But I would say this one's, you know, it's just there. I don't really think much of it.
Yeah, definitely a very middling. The season's not off to a good start, let me tell you. Definitely an NU. I like it. This is about the same quality as Hitler versus Adolf. Not offensive, but not something to write home about neither. So I must have watched this when it came out because I already had a pre-dislike, funny enough. But I'm very excited for the next one. I have listened to this one. We got Key and Peele back in it again. Michael Jordan versus Muhammad Ali. Wait, really quick. Let me acknowledge the chat really quick. Thank you for your contributions to the local animal shelter, Alejandro. You saved the lives of many kittens. So true, King. So true. The only work of art I see is that cutie at the bottom right. Thanks, man. They need more artists, says Senor Gato. J-Bro says, would have been funnier if the announcer said Pablo's entire name at the intro instead of him wasting his second verse. I suppose. Vincent Van Gogh versus Andy Warhol. Oh, that'd be cool.
Oh yeah, that is something that they hinted at planning. So it may be possible in the future. We'll see.
Awesome. They don't make many anymore, do they? They make like 4 a year or something like that. They completely stopped making these.
Oh yeah, no, they've really gone down since after 2021. It's been 1, maybe 2 a year, kind of 1.5, I'd say.
Very interesting. Yes. So J Pro says, I love the next one. Me too. I actually come back to this one just for funsies. So let's check it out.
Michael Jordan versus Muhammad Ali!
Why don't you dodge this battle like you did Vietnam? Cause you got as much chance of beating me as LeBron. I'm a flying machine, like the world has never seen. You can fight one man, I can drive through a whole team. I choke a dope with his own jump rope. You'll get smoked when I flow. You Kentucky Fried Joe used to float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Now you double dribble balls that nobody can see.
Ooh, here comes Jordan, big tongue wobbling, flying through the air like a big dumb goblin. You're the only bull that's uglier than Rodman. Messing with me is gambling. You got a problem. Your whole basketball career's heard whack when you came back a wizard like Gandalf the Black. You should have kept your ugly sneakers packed up on a shelf. Stick to golf, you can keep the ball to yourself. Ooh, I'm so pretty, my hands are so fast, I'll whoop your face back to your Hitler mustache. Now your daddy got killed and I feel for your family, but your baseball career, now that was a tragedy.
Man, you make me sick, but I'm better with the flute. You should let the Fresh Prince do your rapping for you. Switch. I would pass the mic to Pippin, but I'm not done scoring. Stay all up in your grill like my name was George Foreman.
I saw you slapping Reggie Miller, boy, what's wrong with you? You fight like the little girls who make your Nike shoes. McDonald's and underpants as corporate backers. You stay at the Ritz cause you're sold out to crackers.
So Cassius wants to talk about cashing checks. I'll school you through your bug spray, off your Broadway play, over the Japanese dude sitting on your face, hitting nothing but net. You ain't seen nothing yet, man, you needed a movement cause you're so full of shit. I'm a better athlete and a better MC. Battle me 2 more times, watch me get a 3-P.
BP, why don't you back up that trash? I'll leave you like Liston, flat on your ass. You need to bounce back to North Carolina, kid, cause your rapping sucks more than Space Jam did. Whole war!
Oh, those disses are so fun. And was it 3 verses each?
Yeah, 3 verses.
That's awesome. Yeah, obviously, I feel like they must have wrote this one again because the writing sounds just like the first time they came on the show. So that's pretty cool to have them do the disses for themselves again, which is great because they know how to deliver their own lines, you know.
For sure. Like I said before, with this one, apparently they may have been more on a time crunch, yet they actually managed to write a bit more. I don't know, maybe they were getting creative juices flowing, but if Gandhi versus MLK was this length, I'd definitely call it one of the best, almost to top 10 at least. But this one also is pretty high. I just think, I guess one gripe is Michael Jordan progressively doesn't get as good. Like I think he started out strong and then got a bit weak. Ali was pretty consistent though, so that's why I actually preferred him a bit. If you know how Muhammad Ali actually rapped, like he's considered one of the first rappers in, as a celebrity. He sounds very much like how Jordan Peele was delivering, so that's a really good detail.
Oh, that's cool. I've never heard him rap. But yeah, the Ali
got his
yeah, go ahead.
yeah, he recorded albums before, so it has like a sense of proto rap.
Cool. That's fascinating. Yeah, all these parts I think were the best for sure, especially when he's going into Jordan's, his corporate life with all of his advertisement and product placements. I thought that's when even the beat was rooting for Ali in that part too. It just really flowed well together.
Yeah, no, I'd say this one's really elevated. Well, I mean, it's very fitting that Peele just happened to also look like them. They really look the part. But this is kind of like a perfect matchup for me because it's like both considered the great. They're even their names are even like stand-ins for being considered the greatest. Like Muhammad Ali is literally called the greatest, and then Michael Jordan, like the Michael Jordan of this thing because he's like #1 in basketball. So I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, perfect matchup. This is on the top tier for me. I have no complaints about this one at all. I'm gonna put it above. Fuck, this is kind of a hard one to match or to place because all these are so good.
Next to the other MJ.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cool. I think that's fair. Alrighty, coming up next, we're continuing in Uncharted Waters. So I did not know they had Donald Trump on before Donald Trump versus Hillary. So it's going to be interesting to see this one. Donald Trump versus how do you say that? Ebenezer Scrooge. Okay. Really quick, let's take a look at the chat. Thanks so much for spending time with us this evening, you guys. Hope everyone's having a great night. They call him Alex the Legend for a reason. So true, Queen. Alex the Fiction is the true people's champion. Bobby Fischer versus Mike Tyson. Brains versus Braun. I once suggested this to appear on Blue Sky, and I'm glad he liked it. Bobby Fischer versus... Who's Bobby Fischer?
Oh, he's a chess prodigy.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, he's got a controversial life, so he's definitely ripe for material as Mike Tyson is.
Cool. We love you too, Mooney. Thank you so much. All right, check out the next one.
Donald Trump versus
Ebenezer Scrooge! Wake up, Scrooge! I'm about to take a dickens of a dump on this lonely, homely, little miserable grub. I'm like the star on a Christmas tree. You're like the star. I'm not known for my heart, but you're still getting drunk. You remind me of my ex-wife in a bikini, cause you disgust me. Keep your TB from Tiny Timmy away from me. Don't even touch me. I don't shake hands, I don't make fans. I ruin rappers faster than Scottish land. Even JT knows what a pimp I am. I got my name on the front of the business, man. My raps will haunt you, make you think you're going insane. You're about to get whooped by 3 MCs of the ethereal plane. So when the clock strikes, prepare to enter a world of Christmas pain. Cause I'm out, I got my own f***ing problems, call me 2K.
How dare you disturb me when I'm napping in my chair? You're a crappy rap spitting apparition. I ain't scared of this random phantom. Hunt all you want, I don't care. I do not believe in ghosts and I don't believe that hair.
Don't panic, Scrooge, but you're about to crash. I'm JP Morgan, the ghost of rich dudes past. Who's properly rocking the Monopoly mustache? You are on the railroad, I run these tracks. You got dumped on a bench, now you're pissed at the world. You should have made like Sebastian and kissed the girl. Because your greed is the curse that's gonna tear you apart. What good is your purse if you're poor in your heart?
Ah, humbug, your raps don't unnerve me, they're atrocious. What frightens me the most is your gross ghost proboscis. Business and success, that's the life I've selected. So enough with your pictures from the past, I'm not affected.
Well, you're about to be right now. I'm the ghost, so what's right now?
Just take a lesson from Easy. You're missing the point of an easy. There's more to life than you will take it easy. Even I can make time for us easy. That's what's a friends on your wish list. Cause you don't know the spirit of Christmas. If you think that you would at this moment, then sharing your money with some of the homies.
Oh, this isn't happening. Oh, this is maddening agony. Wait, actually hearkening back to the dead Donald Fletcher, I still am expecting a final specter.
You're gonna die with no one to love you and no one to cry. Move by yourself for the better, your death with a sense of regret on your last dying breath. You've chosen the path of a selfish man, with tiny tinnitus and blood on your hand. The penance you pay for the way you behave is written as plain as a name on this grave.
Are these the shadows of things that will be, or things that may be only? If I depart from my course, can they change? Say it is thus with what you show me. I promise to mend my ways, a friend to all men is what I will become. It's Christmas, I haven't missed my chance to be different. God bless us every...
What the fuck? That's it? What the heck? I was so confused. Like, oh, they got to go back to Trump at some point, right?
Yeah, no, this is so to explain, it's a different style, and they kind of really invented this format of doing the rap battle this way.
Okay.
Where it's a gauntlet. If you know gauntlets in internet, like say the Who Had Won subreddit or something, where it's one person battling several people, like in a line of succession. So in this case, it's Scrooge, who's visited by Donald Trump, which is a stand-in for A Christmas Carol, where he's Jacob Marley, but then he gets visited by the ghosts of Christmas past, present, and yet to come. So that's basically what happened here.
I see. Okay, very innovative and very interesting. It's just so outside of the formula. I'm kind of got some whiplash.
So yeah, no, I get that because some people do have that confusion as to like, oh, it's not that much because it's way different for me to get used to. Even though Alexander versus Ivan does the same thing and people love that one, but then everyone else is like, it's pretty creative because it's their spin on doing A Christmas Carol like a rap battle.
Right, I'm still trying to wrap my head around what I just saw. I was so surprised and bewildered. I was bedazzled. I was bejeweled.
Yeah. I will say when they announced it was going to be Trump versus Scrooge and I saw Peter playing Trump, I'm like, he doesn't fit Trump.
No, it doesn't look like him at all.
Trump would have a Lloyd face. And then Trump runs for president and like he's played by Lloyd and it made more sense, Yeah. But no, that verse was so bothersome and slow to me. Like it was among my least favorites. So really they got me saying that Donald Trump sucks before he even ran for president because I thought his verse was one of the worst, honestly.
Yeah, very unmemorable. All of the other like the ghosts were very cool.
Yeah, I love the details on this one. Actually, if you go to the background for Scrooge where it shows outside his window, it's like I don't know if you can even get a shot for it, but yeah, like that's Santa Claus's background from his ERB. And then there's when it's the next ghost's turn to rap, the clock behind him goes to the next hour, so that's a nice detail. There's also Kanye. Dude, there's like 3 Kanye rap battles, and you would think Kanye's kind of hard to really get right, but each one gets it like entirely correct for how he would write his verse and make it in his own style of music. That beat is actually a Black Skinhead from his Jesus album, so it's kind of lifted off of that. But no, the attention to detail to me was great. Like the "I'm the ghost of what's right now" sounds just like something he'd write for it. There's also a line at the end where it's like, "Are these the shadows of things that will be, or maybe only?" That's directly from the book as well. Like that's a quote from there. So yeah, I like how they went that direction for making it, past Donald Trump, then it actually gets enjoyable.
Yeah, I was thinking. I was enjoying it the more it went on. The last ghost I thought was the coolest. I love how the beat picked up after each ghost too. And this gonna sound stupid, but I thought, did they really get Kanye for this?
Yeah, no, that's Daystorm. He's no, Daystorm just really nails it.
That was great. But where to rank it? It's just so weird. I think I like it more than these 3 or these 2. I like it more than Kim Jong. I think I'll put it in Anywho, towards the middle of Anywho. Yeah. Someone in the chat said, "The nice Peter as Donald Trump looks like Owen Wilson."
Oh yeah, he does have that face in the thumbnail.
Alrighty, coming up next, Rick Grimes versus Walter White. This is such a cool matchup. Can't wait.
Let the bottles of Hector! Walter
Stay back, this is gonna get bad. I'm about to show this lab rat how to be a real dad. A great AMC, removing your A1 day. Cause Sheriff Grimes rhymes dirty like my armpit stains. I'm a post-apocalyptic cop who's got a lot of issues. Pop a cap in you and splatter the brain you misuse. Cooking up blue sky and bigger lies for Skylar. Hatching little schemes like a dying MacGyver. You tore your family apart, sin by sin. Where I live, it happens literally limb from limb. So write this down in your pancakes so you won't forget it. I kill zombies that are better men than you before breakfast.
I don't know what you think I've done, but if we were to battle, I've already won. Ask Gus. You don't want to face off against me. I'll stuff you in a barrel and make a dude smooth. Your sense of duty gets your group into some deep duty. Always getting saved by some samurai booty. I'm a kingpin, cooking crystal in the middle of the day. Having dinner by the pool with the DEA. When you're over with my Aztec GTA. If you ever try to stop Heisenberg getting paid, here's a hot dose. Let me watch you choke on the truth. You look up to me like I'm a pizza on the roof. 'Cause you're a loser, a failure to your whole entire crew. I've seen Walter Jr. handle walkers better than you.
I said stay back with the others while I finish this bitch like you finished your mother. You ain't the danger to me, Walt, so knock all you want. I'll watch you get eaten on my fucking front lawn.
Your monsters don't frighten, and you can bite me. I'll be standing right here in my tiny Walter Whiting. I'll bury you faster than your partner stole your whole life. No one saw Shane coming, except for your wife.
Wow. Okay, there's only one complaint I have with this thing. Can you guess what my one complaint is?
Maybe that they end in the line where Walt acts as if Rick Grimes got cucked when Skylar actually had sex with Ted.
No, actually, that went right past my. I actually thought the last line was very funny, but my complaint is just okay, Rick Grimes is perfect. I love the energy. I love the lines of Walter White. It's just the voice. The voice is just, it's not what he sounds like.
Yeah, certainly. No. A lot of people have said that. It's like, and I do have this, like, it's not confirmed, but it kind of feels obvious. They always have to have a dynamic between the two. Like, one has this certain energy and then the other one has to, like, be a different aura to entertain. So Rick Grimes is already like the depressed and very cynical and serious character that they have to portray because he's already talking in a low voice.
Yeah.
So it's not like Walter can also do his like low raspy voice. He has to sound very energetic. I remember a friend of mine, I think it was Timey, actually said Walter's acting more like Tuco than he is Walter. Or maybe it's like Walter got high on his supply or something.
That's what I was thinking
a lot
too.
More hopped
yeah, you definitely looked high. But yeah, Walter.
I think really the only creative angle I really liked is how he treats a zombie like a guy who's needing some meth, and he like throws the bag away from him.
Yeah, I missed that too.
It's also funny he calls out Carl twice and Carl
Yeah.
never appears.
That was my favorite because like
He's high too.
Carl. That was like one of my favorite memes from that era, just saying Carl. Because he did it on the show a lot. He screamed Carl, Carl. But yeah, he looks amazing. But yeah, he just I wish I got a different voice or voice actor, and he could have played the role and done the dancing and acting and everything. But
Just had a different attitude to him.
yeah, even the attitude itself didn't bother me because he does act manic sometimes.
Yeah.
Like when you throw the pizza on the roof, and that's just the energy he had throughout the whole song.
Yeah, I think the one flaw is that well, they're both TV characters, but it's like it's especially hard for a TV character to be used with Eerie because you have to like binge a season or so.
Mhm.
I mean, they were already fans of each show; they already knew it, but I don't think it translated well to show how to properly get it done. Like some of the material is a bit wasted, and you can like they can do Saul Goodman in a battle, and it'll come out better for how they use the Breaking Bad universe.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was very serviceable though. I don't know, 2014. Yeah, they're like barely into like season 2, I think, of The Walking Dead at that point.
Yeah, I think 3 maybe because it started 2010, and I know Breaking Bad finished by then.
Cool. That was pretty good. Like again, my only complaint was the voice. I'll put it up. It was okay. So I have fun that one, I guess. What a treat. I'm enjoying. I'm like overall the season's pretty good so far. I'm excited for what else season 3 has in store for us. I think I like it around here. Yeah.
I'd say T versus Rogers at least is better for me.
Mm-hmm.
Entertaining.
I can flip them around.
Yeah.
The difference between the two in my enjoyment, not too much. That makes sense. Yeah, that looks good too. All right, coming up next. I did listen to this one, Goku versus Superman. I'm a huge fan of Dragon Ball Z. Let's check it out. Really quick. Just check out the chat really quick. Oh, Icon, welcome in. Rick Grimes' second verse was too short. So true. Gato, no Jesse cameo. What is he referring to? Jesse. Oh, Jesse from
Jesse Pinkman.
Yeah, Jesse Pinkman. Yeah, that would have been pretty cool. I'm so focused and on with time rhymes. Before this battle, I even did a few lines. Oh, that was that one with the lines. Superman's flow here was really good. Really sounded far more in line with how Walter sounded in the show during a demo. I'm pretty sure. Oh, okay. Cool. They have demos?
Certain battles did get them released, so can really depend.
That's really cool. All right, Goku versus Superman.
Goku versus Superman!
Who can stop this constipated drop with the awful animation and the complicated plot? Who's got the rap bombs to drop on Japan? This looks like a job for the OG. Superman! I'm killing it, you're grilling it. I'm villainous to vegetables who dance around in hammer pants and hide their tiny genitals. My level is incredible. I'm out of your league. You want justice? I'll bust this nut up in your GG. Greasy, sick MC from DC. One breath, I'll freeze your whole measly species. You're primitive and limited. You live in a village of idiots. Step in Metropolis, oh step a carrot period. How many times are they gonna rewrite your story? Your powers have been boring since the 1940s.
Defeat me with heat beams, you're crazy. Cause I'm a Super Saiyan, you're a flying Miss Daisy. You're pretty pasty to be powered by the sun. You can't float to Sun Goku, I can't get it done. When I see your movies, all I do is watch the clock. Cause there's nothing fun about a superhero scared of green rocks. Look at those panties, you got that camel. I'm aboard the Lowe's lane, and Superman at home.
Your weapon is weaker than your fight scene. Just one punch and over 9,000 screams. I'll make your nose bleed like Roshi, stiff and petty. From Z to GT, you can Dragon Ball D.
Don't lecture me about fights, you cake coward. You got your ass beat by a bat with no powers. There's only one way that this battle's gonna end. One more Superman who's never gonna walk again.
That's a fire ass beat. I gotta say, I love Dragon Ball Z to death, but the Superman bars were just so much better. And the delivery was way better too. And I don't know why Ray's just does not work in this format. What do you think?
I mean, it's funny because I remember he had an ice beater on for one of his song. So
Yeah.
it was like, so this is like, I think 3-4 years after that they managed to finally get him on, and I do think he works well on it. I don't think he really works with the characterization of Goku here though, because Goku would definitely be different from how they portrayed him.
Absolutely. Like they did Goku dirty, and his costume's ridiculous. I know it's almost gonna be impossible to kind of get him into this live action. Goku's never been done well live action.
Yeah, they say that.
So yeah, just a little disappointing on the Goku parts. I think they did the best they could. But damn, man, they made Superman's bars and lines. They made him look so much better than him. It's not fair.
No, I think a lot of people don't talk enough about Superman's flow just being godly for the first verse. Like, I really loved that something. Like, I just had that on repeat.
That was great.
I still like Goku's lines. I do think that the finisher is one of their best.
Yes.
For how devastating it is, but. No, this is definitely still like I know some people say it aged because they don't have as much like intimate knowledge as fans. They're more like this is their first step into an anime character, and they never heard of Dragon Ball Z beforehand, so they actually
it shows. It definitely shows.
Yeah, they grabbed what they could, but I'd say it's still like it at least sounds great, as you said. Like the beat is just really hard for them.
Oh yeah, they knew they had to go out. These are some of the most iconic characters, period. Like in anything, so they had to get the music down at least. Yeah, if it was someone else and the costume looked a little better, I think this would have been like one of the best of all time. But it kind of got the same thing going for me as the other one, the Rick Grimes one. It's giving me a lot of those vibes where I like so much of it. It's just one character, one voice, just not sell it for me. I like the beat a lot more than that one. I'm placing it surprisingly high here. I'll put it under Adolf versus Hitler season 2. I definitely want to go back and watch that one again. That was fun. Boom. I remember I hated it when it first came out. But
really?
Yeah. I was just coming in to hate
the other way around for people.
Now I'm loving it a lot more. They should have had Alex write his lines. So true. The writing, I was like, the writing was basic, but it got the job done. I think.
Yeah, some people say like at least now it's kind of justifiable if they want to do a sequel. Like they don't really have to, but like there is more material on both Goku and Superman.
Absolutely. Yeah, Screen Junkies does sequels for these guys all the time with their death battles. So having a Goku vs Superman Part 2 wouldn't be bad at all. Damage to spinal cord, completely unable to walk again. That's right. That was a good line. But he couldn't walk again. They made fun of him in South Park. That's how I know about Christopher Reeves. Now they need Light Yagami one to rep another anime character. Do they do anime characters in the future after this?
Only they had Ash Ketchum nonsense, but there are a few like they did a demo for Naruto versus Super Spider-Man, which I don't really care for, but they do have that interest in like trying another one. So Light Yagami definitely works because Death Note's 37 episodes.
Batman and Vegeta, that'd be a cool fight. Legend Ray William Johnson. Approve of those messages. Cool. All right, coming up next, Stephen King versus Edgar Allan Poe.
What morals across the world? Stephen King! Forza! Edgar Allan Poe!
Once upon a midnight dreary, as I spit this weak and weary, I will choke this joker with a trochee till his cheeks are teary. But y'all don't hear me, all should fear me. I'll forever be better, you'll never be near me. Your books are as eerie as Beverly Cleary. You're a full Bram Stoker, so scram, the show's over. Your flow's so post poems, poser. I wrote them locked in a cave while I sobbed in a rage. The telltale heartbeat soft in its grave. Well, this jerk just beats off on a page.
You wanna talk shop? You got that fun? Go back to Hot Topic and shop for a time. There's a melancholy alcoholic laughing stock in the King's Den. Now watch the castle rise. Pouty little poet with an opiate affliction. I'm a workaholic with a fiction addiction. Making dedicated reader shivery and jittery. Feel that rage and misery. You better start running, man. You're in deep poo-po. I'm a mad dog. Think shiny. Cujo. Tommy knock you down till you can't stand up. You're as soft as Poe, the Kung Fu Panda. Racks on racks cause I pen fat stacks of frightening writing. Have you seen the pie? I can even take a break from my routine style.
crank at a Shawshank or a Green Mile. Mask of the Red Death, Billy Blood curdling, hitting the pendulum, not even unnerving. Perving on your first cousin when she's 13 years old? Now that's disturbing.
Even you pretended to it, I've been really living through it. Misery and poverty and family woes. I see through you like pantyhose. Do a Chappelle and Simpson cameos. Even if you're gripping on a weapon, then you better get a step in if you're messing with the whore lord. In a minute, maybe I'ma hit him, cut him into itty bitty bits, and I'ma stick him in the floorboard.
Speaking of bored, you're the worst. Dropped out of school, but you can't drop a bird. I could've spent that time better. In 8 bars, I can write a whole bestseller. I'm so prolific, sickly goblin won't be bothering me. I'm on a clobbering spree, and I'll be smacking you with any of the big thick books in my big dick bibliography. See, I'm the author with the blood and gore lore galore that'll horrify a reader to the core. Fame, money, talent, success, you'll always have less.
Whole war!
That one kind of just flew by, didn't it? Who was Edgar Allan Poe here? Oh, George Watsky. That's the guy that does those fast raps, right?
Yeah, Shakespearean. So,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, in this case, he was what he did for Shakespeare, where it was iambic pentameter. He was doing the same for Poe's writing style, where it was like he mentioned strokey, so it's basically relating to that, where he's also doing, like, before it was stressed followed by unstressed syllable, then it's unstressed followed by stressed syllable. So he's basically mimicking that pattern. But yeah, I think when you're saying it flew by pretty quick, it's because they do rap pretty fast. Like they're like most of this is pretty much a fast flow.
Yeah, it was kind of hard for me to keep up, honestly. And what was distracting me the most was Stephen King's weird delivery. Does he talk like that?
Oh yeah, I get that. Okay, so really my thing with this is I believe like, Stephen King's just a guy, right?
Yeah.
They kind of had to go a way that really worked for unique raps to the character. But in this case, it's Zach Sherwin writing it. So I think he was just going about it like in his own style and going like, you know, a very nerdy, graspy voice for Stephen King. So yeah, I liked it for how it works. Like to me, when this came out, it was like a top 3 instantly. It's like you have to watch it many times to really get into it, and then it'll work.
Yeah, not very fair to judge it on just how we're doing it here. But I imagine, probably would appreciate it more on rewatches.
Yeah, I think the one thing that's kind of also a little could have worked better if they realized it is like Stephen King's calling out Poe on substance abuse, and that's kind of just like from recorded history of a supposed, maybe not true book that was written by his rival, who was, you know, bitterly writing about him after his death to you know, make a bad image of him. Whereas Stephen King does admit to actual substance abuse, so I guess he forgot.
Okay. It's a little self-owned there. But that happens sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. Among the several battles in the series.
Go back to Hot Topic. Got him. King of the Goths, as they say in South Park.
Yeah, I mean, good rhyme scheme in this at least. It's just you have to really catch it.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll rank it if I ever listen to it again. I'll rank it more favorably. But I'll put it. I like it about as much as the Picasso versus Bob Ross one. I'll rank it next to that.
I think it deserves a bit better for it. But...
Yeah. I'll put at least just a little ahead of it. I could hear you praising it quite a bit, but it just didn't stand out to me.
Yeah.
Like it just did not resonate with me as personally. I see where you come from. All right.
Yeah, maybe it's like Ross versus Picasso didn't have enough. This one has too much for you.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I think like the amount of rapping time for King is maybe even double Poe's length.
Yeah. All right. We'll go to the next one. Sir Isaac Newton versus Bill Nye.
Bill Nye. What's up? Sir Isaac Newton! Begin!
Of all the scientific minds in history, they put
Weird Al.
high up against me. I'm a master. I discovered gravity. I drop rhymes like the pollen from an apple tree. You don't match for me. You got a bachelor's degree. I got a unit of force named after me. You want a battle guy? That's a crazy notion. When I start flowing, I stay in motion. Where's Paul? Did you catch that? Or did it go too fast to attack? Perhaps it'd be better if I added in a bleep or a bloop or another wacky sound effect. I was born on Christmas. I'm God's gift. I unlocked the stars that you're dancing with. You waste time debating creationists while I create the science you explain to kids.
Yes, it's true. What I used to do is teach kids science on my PBS show, but now I do what I gotta do to make sure scientific thought can grow. And I'm still in my prime, hitting my stride. What'd you do with the back half of your line? You freaked out, started counting coins for the bank, and you sure didn't have no wife. Oh, you're a overbook on gravity, but you couldn't attract nobody. Your work on orbits was exemplary, but your circle of friends was shoddy. You don't wanna mess with the guy built on. A rap sharp like a needle in your arm. Stick to drinking that mercury, cause I hypothesize that you're about to get beat.
Well, I conclude that your methods are the whack. You wouldn't even pass in one of my classes. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction, except for when we both start rapping. I accelerated the minds of mankind to a higher plane of understanding, and I can't calculate the weight and the size and the shape of the shadow of the mind you're standing in. And I will leave you with a page from a book I wrote at half your age to rebut the integral sequence why you are from 0 to 1 6 by the base E of the square root of 3 times the 64th power of 1.
Why don't you pick on the brain your own size? We got a badass over here. Plus I got your back. Nah, astrophysics black guy.
That's so
planetary
stupid.
fly. By the way, the answer to your little calculation is I. As in I put the swag back in science while Isaac Newton was lying and sticking daggers in Leibniz and hiding up inside his attic on some Harry Potter business. The universe is infinite, but this battle is finished.
That was awesome.
Oh, sir.
Yeah, I was surprised. I did not know that Weird Al participated in one of these. That's really cool. Also, the Neil deGrasse Tyson, like, I was not expecting that, so that's hilarious. They really should
Actually,
do more of these celebrity spots. Cause for one, it's like it's really good to like just mix up the voices. I do get tired of EpicLLOYD.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even Nice
For
Peter
sure,
started to
yeah.
grate on me a little bit. So yeah, it's really fun to switch up the voices.
Yeah, and the thing with this is Weird Al. Now, this is sort of a community cast that they were one. In particular, I know the person who was the one that brought it to their attention.
Really?
Accordion chick, as they go by. So yeah, big Weird Al fan, and he had suggested to Peter Lloyd when they got in contact that Weird Al is very much requested for Sir Isaac Newton. It was just because of the hair, I think. But yeah, they managed to get him, and they still put a wig on him, which is funny. But even then, I think he looked the part, and he doesn't sound like Newton. Obviously, it's not putting on an English accent, but he's like still a top 10 rapper, I think. Like he flexes so hard and cleverly on them.
And he's so animated, and his delivery is so energetic the whole time. It's so fun.
Yeah, for sure. Really, I think it's like obviously this is kind of based on more science education because, as they say, Newton had like his his career as a professor and created a lot of the science known today now.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, even then it's unfair with Bill Nye and Neil deGrasse Tyson having to come in, but like it does work as a matchup, I'd say. But it's just Bill Nye doesn't have much to put against him. He's just saying that he didn't have too many friends and all. It's like he already kind of got owned in the first verse, but then, like I think Newton put him to rest in the second verse. So it's funny to see him try to hype up Neil deGrasse Tyson when he's not even saying much either. He's like saying that you're laughing at like astrophysics black guy. That's a very weird line, but it is funny how he delivers it. Like he's but Newton just sounds great because it's not just because it's Weird Al, but the lines they wrote for him is like incredible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the battle kind of just stops when Neil deGrasse. He's just talking silly stuff over here.
Yeah, he is accurate though. It sounds just like him.
Yeah, I thought it was great. I'm like, wow. He's really doing a good job.
And both Bill Nye and Neil deGrasse Tyson did see this battle. They both acknowledged it.
No way.
Responded about it. Yeah, Neil deGrasse Tyson said they say in the comments it's a meme that Neil deGrasse Tyson would have definitely signed up for playing himself if they asked.
I thought so too. He's so up for that type of stuff. I'm surprised. I hope they asked him. Maybe he just got.
Yeah, I think it would have been like enough of an easy contact back then when they had maker studios and all.
Definitely. That was great. I'm surprised. I was not expecting nothing, but Weird Al is one of my favorite musicians of all time. This is definitely going to be the top tier for me. Ooh, where to place it though? I'll put it next to the MJs. I highly rank this one. Fun. And the music, I thought the music was great too. Put it behind. Does the community enjoy that one?
Oh yeah, for sure. A lot of people's top tier battle.
Nice. Oh, that's great. It's great to know. Alrighty. How's everyone doing? Hi, him and Lloyd still keep in touch. Wow.
Oh yeah. They still send emails. Like Lloyd mentioned, Peter also mentioned that he gets Christmas emails from Weird Al at least.
Oh, what a sweet dude. I saw him live. I saw Weird Al live in August. Great show.
Lucky.
Y'all sleeping on Newton's flow.
No, we're not. He was great.
Yeah. I didn't mention how fast he rapped, but managed to get it in all at once to like still make like maybe before in King versus Poe the flow wasn't to your liking, but here it's at least like a different type of fast flow where it still really fits him.
Katafi thinks Bill Nye needed the back. Oh, hi Katafi. So I didn't say hi earlier. Yeah, he kind of did. What else? Weird guy they got. Senor Gato. The great Weird Al, so true. It's Odd Alfred. All right. Coming up next, George Washington versus William Wallace. I'm not digging the beat for this one. It feels very uninspired. And I don't know anything about William Wallace, like, at all. This feels like they're just running through the motions at this point. Like, the bars were not that, like, mind-blowing. Like, who gives a crap about this dude from that movie anyway? Oh.
Yeah, I can get that. I do think the matchup can work because they kind of ran out with a few Washington options. Like a few people said like Captain America, or there was also,
that would have been so much cooler, dude. So much you could do. They haven't done Marvel stuff yet, have they?
I remember seeing Peter liked Washington versus Lenin before they did the Russian battle, so like there was an option. Washington definitely was due for one, but I don't know if William Wallace was gonna like. Well, it's not like he was not able to go toe to toe with Washington because in the end he still had better bars.
Yeah.
But I get what you said about the beat. It does feel like Among the Ricus, like it doesn't have the energy to it, and it doesn't bring like they kind of have to rely on being different as flow wise or character personality wise for that to be brought up. So this one's kind of more liked among the history nerds, but to other people it's like it kind of is whatever to them.
Definitely, like the beat, like it hardly changed at all. I'm like, oh, I'm getting kind of sick. I wanted to pick it up.
They only bring in bagpipes for when Wallace is starting his verses. What I would say is Washington, like they did something different with him for how they normally would go about it. Like I think if it was a later season, they would have done it more properly. But my theory on this is maybe they were kind of emulating a mix between like what you'd expect of Washington as a rapper and like that sort of gangster vibe they were doing with Lincoln because it's another big president figure. So you kind of get a weird mix between that you can either love or hate.
Yes, New York Gato got that vibe too. He says it feels like Lincoln all over again. It's so true. He's really emulating that whole gangster vibe, like you were saying. Oh, welcome in, Unreligion. How you doing? So yeah, very, very uninspired rap battle. Throw Alex on the beat. Yeah, they gotta get me in the rap battles. Me versus girl with the microphone coming up. So yeah, let's rank this bad boy. Definitely a sad face tier, I think. Which is interesting because we haven't had many like actual like not that great ones. Only a sad face because it was just very uninspiring. Nothing particularly annoying or offensive. It's just I feel like they wasted George Washington.
Yeah, that's really how I feel on it.
I'll put it under Miley Cyrus and Joan of Arc. Man, could you imagine what George Washington versus Captain America would have been like? That would have been incredible.
Yeah, really. We still have people wanting at least Captain America versus another U.S. president, that being Ulysses Grant, given the Civil War connection.
Right on. So is this the end of season 3 already with the artists versus?
No, just one more.
Okay. All right, check it out. We coming up here, artists versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Unreligion, thank you so much for the donation. www Unreligion. I can arrange that rap battle in Jackbox. Okay. Alex the Fiction versus Alex Farmham. I don't know who that is, but they're going down. I don't know who it is, but
yeah, that was a Justin Bieber actor.
Oh, okay, cool. Alex, you can hop on the Jackbox mic. Okay, sounds good. No man, do you guys play Jackbox in your Epic Rap Battle server?
We did a couple times. It just has to have someone who want to play.
I would not want to play that rap game up against anyone in your server.
No. Yeah, I did it with some different community server, and that was also pretty fun. It was like just sort of like shitposty lines.
Nice. Right on. All right, artists versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Donatello, Michelangelo,
Ooh, that's funky beat already.
Raphael, versus Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello, and Raphael. We got
Cowabunga dude, so let's get it on. Reptiles against the fathers of the Renaissance. We got the classical technique to kick these three-toed freaks back onto the street. I take the turtle and turn him into mincemeat. You don't really want to step to Da Vinci. I love the ladies, I like to keep it mellow. So let me pass the mic to my man Donatello.
Hard shell, but you're gross in the middle. Wouldn't want to touch you with a 6-foot chisel. Born in goop, raised in poop. I slice through a group of ninjas like fruit. Oops.
Yo, Raphael when I came to flow. Being dope by the Pope and a bone till I croak. I'm an MC sweater, but I get the feeling. I should pass it up to my man on the ceiling.
Oh, Michelangelo and I'm giant. I made David, but I slay you like a lion. I'm a rap god and you can't quite touch me. This battle's your last judgment, trust me.
We drop science.
We got the mathematics.
The architects of rebirth, the rap addicts. You beat the foot, but it won't go well.
when you catch an Italian
Boot to the half shell.
The wisdom of our master
Taught us not to rush to violence.
but our master.
Ain't here, I don't think you wanna mess with back and try to play. Being back in your fly behind like helicopter fly away. I could be bop a steady rock a mic sucker. I'm a pristine, sistine nunchucker. Oh hi, I'm a cool but rude guy. Put you back in school with the tip of my two side.
Doctor, tell me who you are again, dude, because I don't got him a lot of clue what you do.
That's because you mutas are too immature.
You wouldn't know genius if a piss in your suit.
We got the talent.
And the mind
And the rhyme so sweet. We're like your NES game.
Cause we can't be beat.
Yo, go ahead and hate, we just skate on by. You guys draw more dicks than New York Pride. Team, up, kicking in the league. Chat with me, chat with me, the pizza.
Oh, that was really fun. I gotta say, it's a bit
pretty
unfair
short, though.
that the artists, they have very different like styles and personalities, and I feel like the Turtles, they kind of just lumped them all as one. I have not seen the shows or the movies or cartoons or anything to do with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so I'm not sure if that's true to the characters, if their personalities are very similar. But that's how it came out in the rap.
Oh yeah, no, you're pretty much right. I also haven't consumed much TMNT content, but no, from what I hear, it's really just more the same. Like they only had 2 lines each for each turtle, and they kind of directed it at their name counterpart. Like I didn't care much for this matchup to happen because how it came to be is that well, they kind of hinted at it. I think they did get some requests of this one or Leonardo versus Leonardo and all. They had an ERB news video that then got deleted. So some people found out, and as fans, they spread it around the forum, the wiki, that they were planning on it because it was with Da Vinci who mentioned the Ninja Turtle, that he was coming for him. And so within that, they were expecting it to happen. Then season 3 came around and it finally did happen. So that's kind of why this blew up, especially because, it's Smosh and Rhett and Link. And this is kind of like the most memorable aspect of the battle is that they managed to get them on a team.
Oh, I didn't even notice that was Smosh. That's awesome.
Yeah, of course. It's right there for everyone. This is like, a long time coming that they finally get Smosh because they were really hoping, because they were like the number 1 on the platform for a while.
Oh yeah. Oh, look at them. Of course, now they say it's so obvious.
Yeah. So this one came out pretty short because of the fact that the Turtles costume, Lloyd was dying under there. Like he was like in heat and having to endure it. So that's apparently like he couldn't stay for that too long. So they can only do so much with it. But apparently that's like the big reason of it. So it came out underwhelming for some people. However, on the flip side, this is like their most popular battle on TikTok because, as you said, the beat's funky. And Rhett and Link and Smosh at one point got on TikTok and lip sync the battle from memory.
Cool.
So they posted that. And, but yeah, no, it's either liked because it sounds really good, or it's like not liked enough because it's short. And yeah, it's like the first verse is just like half the battle.
The first verse is really amazing. It's still so unfair. Like,
Yeah,
why is the turtle stuff so undercooked? Why is that one just not good?
Yeah, even with the short time, because of the costumes, it's like they didn't write too much that really worked. They were kind of like just introducing them. But the first verse at least has its moments that it's really well written. It's also at the same time a bit of a waste, like say for Da Vinci and Michelangelo, because they're big figures, could have been a bit more.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I thought it was great. I like the music. I like all the artist stuff. But again, my only complaint was the turtles, which sucks. But thankfully they weren't there for very long, which could be a good or bad thing. But I'll rank it pretty highly, and it's always interesting when things always go viral later. Because this one's got a shit ton of views. It got 100 million. Pretty rare for season 3. Yeah, let's rank it. I like it a little more. I'll rank it around or the Rank Grimes won it. Or just under that, just a bit. Where would you place it on your tier list?
For me, it's kind of like in the middle, like maybe low B tier, high C tier, around that area.
Gotcha. Tiffany Tutro, welcome in. I've been silent since Alex talked a major crap on Joan of Arc. Did I? I guess I did. I ranked it pretty low. The artists weren't that great either. I thought they were fantastic. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's like they were intricately well done for how they did the rhymes, but they were like, you know, in the end, you kind of analyze it and you think, they could have done more, like I said.
For sure. Lycan versus Capone is much better in my opinion. Oh, interesting. Where did I rank that one? I ranked that one pretty high. Yeah, it's not. I didn't rank that one too low. Yeah, not too far off. Interesting, guys. Interesting. Good beat, ass battle, says J Bro. I never grasped why people rank this battle so highly, other than the instrumental sounding great. I mean, the instrumental, that's like 75% of it for me. I totally get why people rank it high. It's a good beat. It catches you in right away. All right, and is this the end of season 3, Ghostbusters versus Mythbusters?
Yeah, that's the start of season 4 now.
Oh, fantastic! All right, let's check it out. Season 4. Let's jump into it.
The Ghostbusters versus the Mythbusters! Bring it!
Are you tired of 2 geeks and mustaches
Who can manage to be boring with explosions and crashes?
If you or the Lorax want to bust like we do, give us a call.
We're ready to defeat you. Ghostbusters, flow crushers, get the job done. Spitting out the lyrics like we got one. Get the people moving like the Statue of Liberty.
Try to beat us in a battle? Man, you gotta be kidding me.
The delivery of stand straight like my main man Slinky.
I collect spores.
Tell them about the twink.
Like your show, it's all fluff and filler. I'll kick your hiney, man. I'm a savage killer.
Wow, your raps are just too whack to handle.
Let's do it like we do on the Discovery Channel.
Your science is preposterous, the opposite of competent process. And in this episode, we'll give you a synopsis. Starting with the vacuum cleaner strapped up on your back. It's a fact, positrons don't react like that. You built a laser grate with no safety switch. And Walter Peck was right, that's some shady shit. Good thing you work in a firehouse.
'Cause you just got burned.
You are poor scientists.
That's good burn.
That's enough from the Walrus and Dickless the Clown.
Let's show these myth bitches how we do it downtown. Got you sick?
Ho!
Eat 'em up!
Smoke it! High speed shows your ass get beat in slow motion. We roast show host when our flow cross streams.
Bumping out Blockbusters.
While you work behind the scenes.
It's a rap test, dummy.
And you're both getting crashed.
We came, we saw, we kicked your ass.
Ghosts aren't real.
But it should be said.
It's time to bring the B team back from the dead.
Things are getting scary.
When Tori
and Carol
come harder than Ray when that ghost pops his cherry.
We reject your flow and substitute our own.
Why'd you stop?
Couldn't think of a rhyme. Well, just say the first thing that pops into your mind.
Your wings up, but stay puff, or stay off. Blaze comes and flip carry, but I side up. I smell the Ghostbusters and flop another one don't play. Show these dweebs how to rock a beret. I live so large you can't harsh my mellow. Just one step took me out the ghetto. You best be afraid of my marshmallow flows. This big pump just turned all you bitches to toes. Oh,
yeah, that was pretty interesting. You can see the production value. They really focused it a lot on this one. I can't speak too much of the Ghostbusters stuff because I've not seen any Ghostbusters related stuff. I have seen a few episodes of Mythbusters, and I thought it was really funny how they brought in the B team and they're fucking up. The guy couldn't finish his verse. I thought that was funny, and it sounded good too, which is surprising. And I thought the costumes for the Mythbusters was really funny. I like the differing voice between the two Mythbusters leads too. I thought that was cool. The thing I didn't like the Pillsbury Doughboy dude thing. What's his name? You know this guy's name?
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Yeah. Not a big fan of him. But other than that, I thought it was pretty good. What did you think?
Yeah, so I agree with you that he was the worst part. He was kind of unnecessary. Like for some reason they made him like the party to this, even though he was like a much shorter verse. Could have made more sense maybe to like have him next to the Ghostbusters instead. But funny thing about that is he's doing a Notorious B.I.G. impression for his rap style.
Really?
But the thing
That's
is,
not come through at all.
Really. He ain't trying, I guess. So EpicLLOYD did Nightbeater did this first, but Lloyd also did a rap battle for the Annoying Orange channel where he was doing a another Biggie impression with their own original character for that rap. And that one, it comes off much better though. This one is like kind of isn't trying too much. He's just like emulating something for the sake of it. But yeah, no, that's the only real part where I'm like, they should have not done it this way. The Ghostbusters though, they're half and half because it's like there's some parts that work, like in the second verse where it can sound pretty good. But in the first verse, they're kind of just like referencing things for the sake of it. It's not too much of like substance. And I think it's also very hard just because they have to diss the Mythbusters who their personal lives aren't really that well known. And they're kind of just going for like how they look and that their show is like formulaic and all that. So yeah, it's kind of like more flow based than it is, too much on writing.
What did you think about the instrumental?
Yeah, the instrumental at least changes between them because the Ghostbusters sounds more of science fiction, and then Mythbusters has like, the guitar sounds for what they do on the show.
Yeah, that was cool. So I'm getting shit for never seeing Ghostbusters. Have you seen Ghostbusters?
So I do want to. A close friend of mine actually does have to have me watch it with him because he's a huge Ghostbusters fan. So I'll get to that when I can.
Cool. All right. If you guys do it over Discord, I'd love to watch along too. Why not? Welcome in, Beanie. Welcome in. And yes, Tiffany, I'll get on that as soon as I can. Do you not watch films? I gotta watch more movies. There's so many iconic movies I haven't seen. The biggest one I have not seen, The Matrix. I've not seen that one. So yeah, definitely gonna try to watch some more films. Past project, watch Ghostbusters. Okay, we'll have a Ghostbusters watch party in my server. Why not? Welcome in, everyone. All right, let's rank this one. I thought it was good. Definitely better.
He's kind of just fine.
Yeah, I thought it was better than some of the more formulaic ones. I'll put it next to. I'll put it at the top of Anywho.
Yeah, that makes sense at least.
Yeah. That's crazy that the big pup dude was trying to be Biggie Smalls because it does not translate like that. That's funny though. That's an interesting lore. Ooh, coming up, Romeo and Juliet versus Bonnie and Clyde. That's a cool matchup. Let's see how it sounds.
Epic battles of history. Romeo and Juliet versus Bonnie and Clyde.
I'll handle this, darling. I'm known to fire off some bars. 'Cause if these lovers cross me, they're gonna end up seeing stars.
I mean, I'll let you go first, but damn sure I'm getting licked in. On this hissy fitting rich kid and this prepubescent vixen, I'm sick of them.
Let's beat them then, and we can rob them blind. I'll stick this punk up from the front.
I'll take this broad from behind and pop a cap in the ass for the last Capulet heiress. Give Miss Donuts in Paris a reason to cry to her parents.
Oh, Romeo, wherefore you trying to flow, yo? Mofo, you soft as a fro, yo. Are those the drapes to your clothes, bro? This gonna be a tragedy.
Make you ache like your balls on the balcony.
Pharaoh gang put their money where their mouth is.
Spit sick like a plague on both your houses.
My love, your face is beauty to behold. I will protect thine honor from these dust bowl dildos.
A moment's break from your gaze is an eternity past. So together we shall both put these bitches on blast.
On guard, thou artless, beetle-headed flattery. The only insult you have thrust upon me is thine stench. Why don't you twist upon these nuts? Are you good with a wrench? The chismal state of your raps should be a federal offense.
And you there, wench with the neck of a chicken, you get an ass ripping worse than your boyfriend's in prison. You're not a true romance, you're just a conjugal visit. Oh, but that's not even your real husband now, is it?
Hey, partner, you best put a muzzle on your missus before I teach her how we handle disrespect down in Texas.
Do you call, sir? Oh, shall I draw my long sword? Or will you duck your chicken shit ass back into your fold?
How could you beat my man into mano-y-mano? You can't protect your best friend from some John like Bazzano.
No, my Romeo will beat your bow in contest blow for blow. He will do upon thy dick what you have done upon your toe. Oh, I'm killed. What irony is this? The lead role shot down by a failed actress.
Then I shall kill myself. On my stomach I shall lie. So you loves can lick my ass. Thus with a diss I die.
Oh, never mind. My flesh was merely
Well, that was tragic.
That did not go as expected.
Would have done that boy some good. Just wait a couple seconds.
It's kind of sad, though, really. So young to have just died.
Well, at least we got each other.
Just Bonnie.
And
There we go. Thank God. I was worried that they wouldn't have done that. That's very clever. Very cool. That was an interesting battle. I gotta say, it's a little unfair because Bonnie and Clyde just have so much, so much more swagger to their characters. Kind of an uphill battle for Romeo and Juliet. But, the whole acting part at the end was kind of funny. Not much of a rap battle, just them trying to do a little sketch, if you would. But it was okay. What did you think?
Oh, I would say you're kind of right with the sketch part. It's like a really good mix of it. I think this is the best execution they could have gotten for how they went about this matchup, because it is very much a great one. It was highly requested, but the way they went about it, and obviously it leads to their deaths at the end. But the format of it, they get their each verse is in, then they go back and forth, then they set up the deaths. I like that. To me, is one of the funniest as a result of all ERBs. I think this is among the best that they have and the funniest.
Really?
So I like the comedy aspect. I like they throw a lot of great jokes, like really brutal jokes in though. Like I still think the rap battle part of it is very much in line with what they normally do. With high quality writing at least.
Yeah, I didn't have any complaints on the bars at all. That was great. I just thought, I don't know, I just thought Bonnie and Clyde were a lot cooler during the whole thing.
Oh, and also, so this beat was also made by Jesse Cale, who's known for being able to switch up for the characters on the beat. This was originally meant for Blackbeard versus Capone's, though.
What? I gotta listen. Interesting.
Yeah, it doesn't fit too much in the end, but it does work really well for this one.
Yeah, for this one, I think it's great. All right. Any more lore for that one you'd like to drop on us?
There is just the fact that the actresses who are among the best actresses they had as of now. But it's Hannah Hart, Grace Helbig. They you wouldn't be able to tell that Grace is that good of a rapper and being able to I've seen some of the videos she had, and then she is considered one of the best rappers with it as Juliet, because her bars was really devastating to a lot of people. Screwface John had actually said that this is their peak rapper performance.
Right on. It's getting so hard to start placing these. There's just so many now. Oh yeah, I'll rank that one pretty highly. Like I said, that was probably one of the funniest ones for me.
Yeah, it's deserved.
I'll put it in A tier. Grace Helbig, that's who she is. I was trying to figure out her name. PFP required. What is that? What is that? Check your chat. Oops. Let me change your profile picture. Oh, it's the Pillsbury Doughboy. I fucking forget his name. From Ghostbusters. Best duel battle they've done. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
This one goes.
Dude, I will say what impresses me with this one in the line in particular, not as not for disses, but rather a standout one. A moment's break from your gaze is an eternity past. That's not a Shakespeare line. That's something ERB wrote to imitate Shakespeare writing.
Oh, how interesting! I thought they were just taking straight off from the source material with that one.
Some of them they are wherefore art thou? So that's obviously a very famous one.
This Beanie is Dean Weathers. That's so true. So yeah, I'm getting shit from Beanie for ranking Hovey King so lowly. But as we were talking, I probably would rank it higher upon subsequent listens. It just went by way too fast for me.
Yeah, it's anywho in theory.
Yeah, in theory. All right, coming up next here. What's next? Oh, we have a Lego battle. We got Zeus versus Thor. Check it out. I'm a huge fan of Lego stop motion. It was one of the first things I ever did. I think I was 12. I got a camera and I tried to do stop motion animation for Lego. and it ended up being like 1 frame every 7 seconds because I was 12. I was stupid. Anyways.
Yeah, it's among the first I watched on YouTube as well.
Oh, look at that!
So, Fortune! How dare you challenge my immortal throne? I'm a father of the gods, put your daddy on the phone. Maybe Odin could beg me for a truce, cause when Zeus lets loose, I'll put your cross-dressing neck in a noose. I'm like Medusa, I'll stone a motherfucker if he looks at me wrong. I'm a bull getting bitches with my swan song. I'm on point like Poseidon's trident, rhymes cooler than the frosty balls of your
Allow Thor to retort, you shape-shifting rapist. I get a taste of the Scandinavian greatness brought forth by my rage and thunderstorm force. Cause I don't get nice, I get Norse. As your boy, and we'll fight it out. But keep your ass guard up, I Ragnarok the house. You tongue kiss your sister, that's grosser than a gorget. I'm the thunder down under nailing Natalie Portman. Who would ever worship someone as abusive as Zeus is? You're ruthless to humans, your crew is like the clash of the douches. Ruling over the Greeks, of people weak and fright. I'd spit in your face, but you'd probably like it.
Only a mindless fool would knock the fathers of philosophy. My Greeks built the bedrock of democracy. With astronomy, they charted out the movements of my kin. All the pimps on Mount Olympus and me the kingpin. Let this sink in, I'm about to rain on your parade. Easy trigger finger quicker with the bolts and Usain. Your history, I'll be the first to put it in writing. MC Hammer just got struck twice by Grease lightning.
Rain, old man, this is hardly a drizzle. You couldn't give the women in my homeland the sniffles. You can keep your astronomer. I'll sail with the conquerors for thousands of kilometers, discovering the continents. I'm alpha dog dominant, you can't beat me. I will drop you like Greece's GDP. Send you deeper underground than the depths of your Hades. Now make like your daddy and swallow my baby.
You think the underworld scares the ruler of the sky? You're joking. Loki must have written your line. By the time I finish whipping you with wits and rhymes, you'll need a lighter for your ship, cause a Viking just died.
Your glory days are over. Your call should have told ya. Take your wrinkly dick back in your toga like Oprah. Here, take these drachma for your eyes. When you get to River Styx, tell your 3-headed bitch I say hi.
Oh, wow.
That was a cute little bark. Wow, dude, I was just smiling that whole time. They really put a lot of love in that one. They didn't have to. They went three verses each, I think. So, damn, man, that was
Yeah,
great.
that's right.
This shit is not easy. This shit must have taken forever to record. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And it's all thanks to Forest Fire 101. It's one
Yeah,
of the most
the classic.
iconic for Lego animation, but also like for the Doc song at least, and now his work on ERB. He also helped with a couple other non-Lego battles actually. So when we get to
Oh,
those,
really? That's so interesting.
yeah. Now this one's there is a funny detail where it's at the start where Medusa kills someone that's Dane Cook because there's a inside joke to the Lego animation community that they killed Dane Cook because they don't like him.
Oh, it's Dane Cook. That's so goofy. What a little Easter egg for the Lego stop animation fans. That's funny. But yeah, that was great. Huge fan of Lego animation. So so many fun little like Lego face things that they were doing throughout the whole thing. God, it was just so fun.
And this, the way they go about it with their attitudes, it reminds me of like Washington versus Wallace, but like really improved version.
I'm surprised how well the format fit with Lego. Like I was just so surprised. I was worried because I think Forest Fire did a collab with Your Favorite Martian, the Ray William Johnson band, and that one was like one of the worst songs of all time. So I was coming in with like no expectations at all. It really blew me away. It was good. I want
Oh
to.
yeah, and they changed. I think it really works with Lego because they changed location to so many different aspects of their mythologies and the characters as well. They add in all the Greek gods and Norse gods.
Damn, I liked it a lot. I'll put it all the way in my top tier. Put it under Obama.
Yeah, a lot of people say it's deserved.
Yeah, it's great. I want more. I want more of that. Cool. All right. How did you guys like that one? Just topped in. Great job versus Gates placement, but Ghostbusters vs. Mythbusters is A1 in my opinion. That's fair. Godly puns. Oh, that's funny. Here's another pun right there. PRB guy says, don't know about that. Got some differentiating opinions here on the Mythbusters. Now Zeus versus Thor is definitely one of the best. Okay. Yeah, I definitely agree. Everything, I had no complaints about that one at all. Here. Oh, good to move on. Jack the Ripper versus Hannibal Lecter, the late great Hannibal Lecter.
A buck rap battle superstar. Jack the Ripper versus Hannibal Lecter!
Boy, mate, pass the liquor. It's Jack the Ripper, Jack the Rapper. Following you way before the dawn of Twitter. I'm a human trigger warning through the night until the morning. When the light shines upon my crimes, you find it sick, appalling, an infamous, notorious delinquent. There's little more gory a thing than living in Victorian England. This is horrorcore. Beware if you're a common whore, or at late night you may find me knocking on your door. Not keen to leave until I'm knee deep in blood and gore. Your grieving family on their knees, we've been scrubbing floors. If the police need a lead, they know what they're looking for. My raps are like the way I eat my meat, bloody raw. Jack, you're a classic megalomania. You haven't mentioned me once in your entire battle rap. Pity your verse wasn't worth the trip in the jack. Quit jacking off in the track and put the lotion in the basket. And catch what the illa serial killer can deliver. Rhymes finer than the county I would air with your liver. The thought of your putrid flesh makes me wanna shiver. Cause your British body's covered in more piss than kitty litter. You stabbed women when they wouldn't give you attention, like a Penny Dreadful version of O.J. Simpson. But these days your nickname is all that's even known, and you didn't even come up with that shit on your own. I'm real. You'll find me making vacancies in brothels, while you only exist inside the pages of a novel. You were kept for ages in the hovel, contained within a cage behind a locked door. Well, I never got caught. So who's the superior serial killer, Dr. Lecter? I'm still wanted. You're forgotten. People these days are watching Dexter, so God protect you from the hell I've spread upon us. I'm terrorizing London. Fuck the 7-7 bombers.
No, Jack, you are doing fine. Before your ham-fisted attempt at a terrorist line.
How typical of Jack the Ripper to chase a headline. Pick Ray Liotta's brain, ask him how I get mine. I'm the bon vivant of violence, a licensed psychiatrist, 2 times in highest society to the sound of violin. Don't get me wrong, I'd roast both your balls and my hibachi. But for a serial killer, you're as tasteless as a bowl of kashi. You prey on a prostitute and play with her body. I don't mind that you're naughty, Jack, I hate that you're sloppy. Barney, take me back to solitary confinement, cause this dirty little lamb has just been silenced.
Oh, wow!
Man, that was sick. I love how Hannibal, how he's like trying to dissect the verses. Like, you shouldn't have said this. You should have done this. It's kind of like, it's funny because that's how like the audience critiques the verses. So I thought that was cool. Music wise, one of the best beats from the last 2 seasons. I think it sounded really cool.
Definitely fitting, yeah. For this one though, I will say, to retort with that he didn't diss him in his first verse. There is a reason for that, and it's Dan Bullhead also wanted to be in ERB, so he sent them a demo of Jack the Ripper, and I believe that was before they had actually decided on a opponent yet. So because they loved it so much, they just left it in without any changes. So that's why he is entirely bragging about himself. Yet it still fits the character, of course.
Interesting. Yeah, I thought it just sounded really good. Like I was getting kind of just lost in the music because it just sounded so well with both the rappers here. Very more song-like, which I'm always a big fan of.
For this also, there's the community side to it, which I think is a little bit of an aspect that had them go with it. Because nowadays they said directly they won't want another serial killer battle, one entirely based on like, Zodiac Killer or something like that. They already had the most historical known one, Jack the Ripper. Hannibal Lecter definitely works as a foil to him. Definitely has a very interesting dynamic between the two with how, as you said, Hannibal's dissecting him. Jack the Ripper's very, like, he has egocentric, but also is like shows some fragility in how he's handling the battle. They, like, as much as they could with Jack the Ripper, they kind of handled it well because there's not much known about him.
Yeah.
Besides personality. So with this, there were fan-made rap battle channels who were doing their own spin with horror rap battles, where it was like creepypastas or other known ones. There was a Jack the Ripper versus Jeff the Killer rap battle by Epic Rap Battle Parodies that came way before this one. Nice. I think like a year before. So this one, so they already kind of probably knew that horror was a big aspect among the fans, that they were wanting them to do something with it. In this case, a serial killer battle.
It really works. They should really do more of those. I gotta say that Hannibal Lecter stuff, they made it look so fucking creepy.
Yeah, I think they're kind of missing like certain horror characters where it's like in the same way Hannibal's very much a cinematic icon.
Yeah,
they could do others one with like Ghostface is actually a very highly requested slasher, so there's that. And then a few others where it's like some people request like Michael Myers, or they also have a few others.
There's tons. There's tons you could do. Jason, Chucky.
Yeah, you'll get a few of them in season 6 actually. Like they kind of go out more with certain aspects of horror battles in that one.
Sweet. Yeah, definitely a vast well of stuff they could tap into for those. This one was super fun. Very much enjoyed it. I'll rank it pretty highly. I didn't have any complaints about it. I'll put it right behind the Lego one actually. That was great. The beat, the beat was really good. That's what really mostly sells that. So,
oh, and another final detail with this: the beat when Jack starts his second verse, there are 5 women screaming to represent the 5 canonical victims he had.
Oh wow, that is crazy detail. Oh my god. And I noticed the screaming too. I'm like, wow, that's a very interesting, unique way to add into a beat, like in general. But the fact that it's actually lore related too, like number wise, that's crazy. Fucking crazy. Patrick Bateman versus Anton Chigurh. Okay.
Oh yeah, that one's hurting you.
Bring back Dan Bull as Nero. Like the stream besties, thank you so much, Mooney. This beat is so sick, so true. A bit overrated, but I still like it. I thought it was great. Not overrated for me at all. It's my first time listening to it, so it's fresh. So fresh for me. I thought those were screams of joy. Spooky. I like how intimidating Hannibal is in this, and I love how he delivered his lines. Yeah, his lines. I think Hannibal was definitely stand out in that one. I'm super excited for this next one.
One of the best Lloyd roles, they say.
Yeah, he did a great job. I'm excited for Oprah Winfrey versus Ellen DeGeneres. Let's check it out. This could go either way. Oh yeah, welcome in.
Ellen DeGeneres! Listen!
Hey God, it's me, Ellen. Can I ask you a question? How do I tell my friend Oprah she's gonna get more whip than Stedman? I'll make her head spin. When it comes to rhymes, I got a penchant. So battling me is your intention? I better mention you're about to get licked by a lesbian. Oh, I'll knock you off of your throne. Take a shot at everything you own. I got the skill to make Dr. Phil say,
I think you better just leave her alone.
You can tell Rachel Ray that my favorite recipe is chopping Oprah Winfrey up into a million little pieces.
I'm the queen of TV and I'm here to destroy ya. So check under your seat because I got something for ya. You can't even hope to be as half as dope as Oprah. I'll attract my hands around your throat and deep hot choke ya. Girl, your show's a petting zoo. You do a week on kittens and you dance like a chicken who snuck in the drunk kitchen. You played a bitch with brain damage. I'm a nominated actress. It's synonymous with power. Spell it forwards or backwards.
Yes, you've got that power. And yes, I've got those kittens. I also feature puppies, talented children, and mittens. I like cute things to make people smile. Make everybody feel good for a while. Do a little dance and the crowd goes wild. Kick you right back to the Miracle Mile. I thought I told ya, your daytime reign is over. I'm jumping over Oprah like I'm Tom Cruise on a sofa. From ABC to LGBT to NBC and now it's all me. I'm the best MC and the biggest star, and I'll bite you in the ass like the tax on a free car.
Your mouth is right, you check your mullet, can't cash, lady. I'll lunge my fabulous shoe off your suit pants, baby. You follow my lead, cause I paved the road for ya. You drive behind me in a second-hand Porsche. Check the Fortune 500, I'm a media wonder. The Dalai Lama and Obama memorize my cell number. Try to beef with me, I'll make the whole market crash, honey. Once you go over, you can't go back.
What the fuck? Why did it end like that? It's so random. I didn't like Ellen's first verse. But both their second verses were Oprah's first verse and her second verse were good. I liked Ellen's second verse a lot more too. I like the lesbian line. The lesbian line was my favorite out of everything. And the beat was really fun. But the actual writing, I don't think it was that scathing or biting. I feel like they could have gone harder on each other. What
definitely.
Do you think?
So say if it were, a decade later, there's actually like more dirt on them that's publicly known at least.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, Ellen's side definitely wouldn't have been as, known back then. But in Oprah's case, there was some stuff that they could have researched to really point out. But it sounds like the only scandal they really went with was like A Million Little Pieces. And really, there's a lot of other shady stuff that Oprah's kind of been known for. And, they go really soft on them. I don't know if maybe like they were just holding back because they were just wanting to act like they finally got to these characters or they're very much requested, and they were thinking like, oh, they kind of seem scandal free, and nowadays you don't see it that way. But the actress for Oprah is, I believe she goes by November Christine, and she was actually one of the background people in Gandhi versus Martin Luther King, so they actually got her back to do a rapper role. But it's pretty much that they won't really, I don't know, they're kind of not really able to write for women as much as they should be in this era. And this is like the last female versus female battle they have, actually, so it kind of is a bad note to end on.
Yeah, that sucks. I noticed like the female versus female ones, like for whatever reason, they never hit as hard. My friend Koya's in chat. She had a weird date. I'd love to hear more about that later, Koya. That sucks. I'm sorry it went badly. I know you were excited, but yeah, I'd love to hear more about that. Maybe after we get off this call here. Yeah, I'm not really sure where to rank this one. It's very, very middling. It didn't blow me away, but it didn't overly offend me either. I feel like, at the very least, I can say seasons 3 and 4 have been very consistent. Haven't been any major stinkers. Like the worst one so far was the Miley Cyrus versus Joan of Arc one. That wasn't that bad. Oh, and that one, the George Washington one.
Yeah.
I'm mostly disappointed by like the level of potential they could have been. But we're so far away from Adam versus Eve, man. Like it's not even close.
Yeah.
I'll put it next to the last female versus female one, or woman versus woman.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, it's really like the only bad, skippable, etc. One for the season. I mean, I would think it's hold on, what I was gonna say. I wasn't feeling the beat for this one as much either, though. That's what I would also point out.
I was a little. I like how it started. It sounded cool. Very different, very unique. They love switching it up when it's the female ones, which is cool. I thought it was great. Alrighty. Coming up next, Steven Spielberg versus Alfred Hitchcock. This is a long one. What the heck?
Bottles of our store.
I'm expecting it to go places.
Versus Alfred Hitchcock!
Picture a child sitting next to a projector, learning from your films to become a much better director. Now picture a $3 billion dream machine who can blockbuster all over your crop just to see. Try to do it with me, Alfred, you must be psycho. I'll bring back Jaws and take a bite of your life, Bo. I'm always so on top of my game, I get the vertigo. My jet's in the terminal, waiting for me to murder ya. I rock the Academy and the DGA. You rock as many Oscars as that slap Michael Bay. Time you're filling up those jowls with 3 steaks and souffle. Check the trade, see me amble to my next big play. I produce cartoons and make games for all ages. You produce Jimmy Stewart making one of 2 faces. Maybe next time I visit you'll be a bit more gracious. Now kiss my full moon and just bask in my greatness.
That was a close encounter of the turd kind. But there won't be a pretty ending this time. Half your billion should go to John Williams. Now brace yourself as I reveal my brilliance. I'm the master of suspense so intense, no defense against Hitchcock once he presents. My skill is enormous, orchestrate brilliant performance. You're more horrible than Megan Fox's acting in Transformers. Fist puppets and muppets to stir the fears up. I squeeze screams out of chocolate syrup. I'm the best mamma jammer ever stood behind the camera. Damage panderers and haunt you like the last Indiana.
Give me a Tylenol, stop rhyming, y'all. Alfred, you got no style, dog. I'm the king of dialogue. There's only one movie I know you from, and I've seen more blood in the shower than I stubbed my toe in one. You tried to fight in World War I, but couldn't do that. The British Army wouldn't let you join because you were too fat. Look it up, it's a true fact. Wikipedia that. Now allow me to attack Stephen the Hack. Due to War of the Worlds of failures when I label you, it looked like some sellout bullshit Michael Bay would do. Ask anybody, what's your favorite Sam Jackson part? No one's gonna say, what's his name from Jurassic Park? Scripts that I write ain't the cleanest. But when I grip mics, I'm the meanest. Quentin Tarantino is a genius. A bad motherfucker from the wallet to the penis.
Genius is a powerful word, but there's no reason to use it. Unless you're talking about the Kubrick, then there's really nothing to it. Everything I do is visionary. Every single frame of painting made exactly how I wanna make it. Do another take and get it right 127 times. I'll make you learn to love me on the bar. Drop ultraviolet rhymes like clockwork, make you all hurt. Beat Spielberg, the color purple. AI is the worst wasted potential since the Ninja Turtles.
That's enough. I've heard enough crap from all of you. When I come down there and show you what a real star can do, I swoop low with the telephoto. No Bruckheimer, I work solo. If there's one thing I've learned, bitch, this game is about motherfucking money. I make that dollar, y'all, motherfucking money. Even make Mark Wahlberg make some motherfucking money. Shopping, got a few drops and I got milk money. Rose to the rock, now I got that socks made of silk money. I ain't got that guilt money, I don't give a fuck. I take my checks to the bank and I sign them with my love. I give the people what they love. All the critics say I'm evil. Got no time to read reviews while I'm working on the sequel. Got a gift from above, the eyes of an eagle. When it comes to blowing up, no director is my equal.
Oh, that was fucking awesome. Who was that last director? Am I stupid?
Michael Bay.
Oh, Michael Bay. Okay, oh, duh. Why is his line so bad compared to everyone else's? Everyone else had such good lines.
It's a shit post verse, you know.
Oh, okay.
I'd call it iconic.
Okay, I guess.
You know, so like everyone was like talking about Michael Bay or his movies, and then he comes in at the end. It's a good joke, I'd say.
It's a good joke, but it doesn't sound good. It just sounds stupid.
Oh, really? His beat's my favorite.
I liked everyone else's a lot. I was just he just said money like 10 times in a row.
Yeah, it's a joke. Man. I will say it's like, you know, you appreciate when it's like you're seeing how they go about it, because that's kind of how Look sees Michael Bay.
Yeah. But I loved it up until that point. Even his parts weren't the worst. Wasn't offensively bad. If he wasn't there, I'd give him like probably the top, like one of the highest here. Yeah, I loved how it switched up between every director. That was super cool. Loved all the references. Yeah, everything about it was pretty great. What did you think?
Well, here's my biggest complaint. If anyone knows me well enough, my number one movie of all time is Rear Window. That was not referenced, sadly. Now, it could have been referenced instead of the full moon line. It could have been Rear Window when he pulls his pants down and shows Hitchcock his ass. But you know, that's a minor thing, I guess. Or then when you get to Kubrick, yeah, you said it sounds great. I think the way that they had it's slow and short, because that's Lloyd's friend. I believe it goes by Ruggles Outbound. I think he's not in the same way I said about Dante, where he could rap enough to be able to, you know, get his part, but Peter had to also help him out with that. I think maybe he isn't in the same style as the other people who come in to rap for ERB. I think he kind of probably had to, you know, have a short verse in that tempo in order to really fit the battle.
I see. There's a chatter that says...
Yeah, that's my theory, at least.
There's a chatter that says, to be fair, the point is that Michael Bay sucks, so his lines are bad because, of course, he'd just be bragging. I get that. I mean,
that's a joke, yeah.
That's just a joke, but man...
I think ERB should try another shitpost verse.
Yeah.
Done well.
Yeah. I think he could do that and not make it sound bad. I don't know. It's just my thought.
I like the beat for him. It fits. It's very Michael Bay-ish. I have a very much a cinephile friend. Despite that, he doesn't hate Michael Bay at all. He actually loves Michael Bay movies.
That's fair, yeah. I mean, it's better to have like more movies and more directors than less. I think that's what a cinephile would say.
Yeah.
That was great.
I mean, even certain acclaimed directors study from Michael Bay because of how he does his techniques of action movies.
That's very funny. Very interesting. I haven't seen many Michael Bay movies, I don't think.
Oh yeah, me neither. I think I really haven't remember. No, I saw Pearl Harbor. Pearl Harbor sucked. That's what I remember.
I'm a big Quentin Tarantino fan, so it was very fun seeing him in there. It's also funny how we have references to The Shining throughout that. Look at that. And him running in on the big wheels, even during Quentin Tarantino's part. That was funny. You can know what's coming next. You can grab it. Can't find it. But his
when
beat
he says
was the coolest. His beat rocked.
When he says, look it up, it's a true fact, Wikipedia that is no longer on Wikipedia, sadly.
Oh, darn. What a shame. But yeah, I think that one was... Oh man, I'm running out of space here. Oh my god. I'll put it at the top of... I like it a little more than the Russian one. I'll put it pretty highly. Does the community in general like that one a lot?
Yeah, it's kind of debated between the two. I myself prefer the directors over the Russians, so it's funny to have
Oh, you
them
know
next
what?
to each other.
Yeah, I totally forgot the connection that this one was like a huge gauntlet one too. Ooh, damn! Now I gotta. Yeah, I like that one a little more than the Russian one, a little bit, just a touch, just a touch, just totally music wise. All right, are we still on season 4?
Yeah, this is the next half of season 4.
All right, coming up next here, we have Lewis and Clark versus Bill and Ted. Wow, what a pair. Oh, really quick, and then read all the chats between that one. The Michael Bay is so awesome. The Michael Bay beat is so awesome. ERB needs to do Tim Burton versus Wes Anderson. That'd be cool. Well, to be fair, the point, yeah, you just read that one. Also, yeah, Tim Burton versus Wes Anderson will be awesome. Surprised they didn't diss. In my opinion, Michael Bay 1990s movies are better. I'd love a 1v1 director's battle and Tim Burton versus Anderson fits. I like how he was on the moon to reference the conspiracy theories that Kubrick faked and directed the moon landing. Oh, I didn't even catch that. That's funny.
Yeah, it's more to the scenery of 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Oh, this is the last Rhett and Link cameo?
Sadly, as of now.
Dang. Alrighty, let's check it out.
Clark versus Valentine!
You can't be starting with Lewis and Clark, cause we cut a path through MCs like a walk in the park and give them back a whole stack of maps and accurate charts, showing exactly where our footprints on their buttocks are marked. We're two traveling wordsmiths spitting hotter than a furnace, and we'll own you on the mic like the Louisiana Purchase.
You're worthless.
Your future self should have told you that. Now go back in time and give Doctor Who his phone booth back. We discovered bears and beavers and prairie dogs and weasels, rattlesnakes and catfish, owls, larks and eagles, and plus flora galore.
And according to our observations,
these two dickweeds right here are severely endangered. We inspired pioneers and travelers near and far. You inspired air guitar and dude, where's my car? We conquer much greater dangers in our trek through Mother Nature. So step off,
but tell Bill's stepmom,
don't be a stranger.
Bill's mom is hot, but that joke was most heinous. I've heard better insults drop from Socrates' anus.
My stepmom, Ted, let's keep it excellent between us. And show these Boy Scouts how it goes in San Dimas.
We're quickly we spit it like Billy the Kid with his guns, and you'll be verbally kicked in the nutsack of Juliet puns. A teen mom carried you in your truth. They should've let the baby lead and put you in the papoose.
And if those native dudes knew
what white dudes were gonna do,
they would've stopped you in Dakota.
They should totally sue.
Why don't you go back to exploring Napoleon's old swamp?
Or you'll discover your corpse most triumphantly stopped.
Did you hear that, Merryweather?
I think they mean no brawl.
I'll take Neo.
I'll take the one that no one knows at all. From the falls of Black Eagle to the Pacific, but the dysentery cause it's basic. Without Rufus, you'd be useless on the trails we blaze. You couldn't navigate your way out of a Circle K. And over guards they'd wait because you turkeys aren't worthy. Suffering your raps is a most bogus journey.
Man, they totally burned us.
I feel like such a doofus.
What do we do?
I don't know. Be excellent.
Rufus!
He's right, dude. We don't have to take this kind of abuse.
From some Paul Bunyan dudes and potato sections.
You rode a river one direction.
We travel 4 dimensions.
Rescue bodacious fish.
And get back for detention.
I see in your future, Mr. Lewis, and I don't want to be rude, but spoiler alert.
You totally kill yourself, dude.
So we offer you peace with these resplendent medallions.
And we claim this battle for the wild stallions.
Who won? Who's next? You decide!
That was fun. I always love seeing Rhett and Link. They give such a great performance, and they're surprisingly good singers or slash rappers. The Bill and Ted stuff was good, serviceable. The lines were funny. But yeah, I thought that was great. No complaints here on my end. What did you think?
Yeah, they really utilized much of what they could with Bill and Ted to make it work on the rap battle because, you know, clearly they're fans. What's funny with this is, you know, some people kind of debate whether or not, like, oh, did they really have to waste it on Bill and Ted for a battle? And other people like, you know, what we just said, it does work. A lot of people do suggest like Wayne and Garth versus Harold and Kumar, all that stuff.
Ooh.
So it does make sense if Bill and Ted wanted to needed to get their appearance to represent that rather than just like dumb duo from a comedy movie versus another dumb duo from a comedy movie. And it works well with Lewis and Clark. They have the connection of actually like discovering new areas to like document because they had their like history project to do. So that's kind of like what they were having to go through. Oh, and what you paused on is actually Sam Macaroni as Rufus, who sadly had passed away earlier this year. But he was able to provide a lot of the production props to Peter and Lloyd to make the rap battles happen for some of these.
Wow. Interesting. Yeah, I don't have too many thoughts to share. I just thought it sounded great. No complaints at all. Oh, look, there's the original.
Very
commentary.
competent.
Yeah.
I like how the even though it's Bill and Ted being like kind of clueless and all, they do write some very well done disses in their first verse especially.
And I love the air guitar parts. I'm a big fan of electric guitar, so that's always fun that they incorporate. That's very fun that they incorporated that. That was great.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm surprised. I was expecting, for whatever reason, I thought that after season 2, it'd be like all downhill. But no, I'm just surprised. It's just decent after decent song.
Yeah, season 4 is really considered their best. Now the next one though, you may have mixed feelings on. It's kind of a divisive one, but when we get there.
Okay, I'm gonna rank that one. It was as good as the Bonnie and Clyde one. I thought. Put it right next to that one. You're solid. Where would you rank that one?
Yeah, I put it like just a tier under, but like right next to each other. It's I mean that's their last duo versus duo battle, so it's been a while.
I see. What a shame. People seem to like those a lot. What did you guys think here in the chat? Do you think you're allowed to play Stairway to Heaven on air guitar at the shops? I don't think so.
That is a Wayne's World reference.
Oh, okay. Symbiotic Spider says Beavis and Butthead versus Cheech and Chong. Ooh, that sounds awesome. I would love that.
Yeah,
Lewis and Clark won slightly. I think they won as well. Love how Rufus just randomly posed. The guitar kicked in. Douglas MacArthur, Bill and Ted won this one. Okay, we got some differing opinions on that. Well, my opinion, Michael Bay. Okay, we saw that one. Like how he was on the. Oh, okay, saw that one too. That's really okay. Very good. All right, David Copperfield versus Harry Houdini. I don't know who David Copperfield is.
He's also an illusionist.
Okay.
David Copperfield. What's up?
You've never seen a body quite the same as that of Houdini. Slippery like linguine, sneaking out of teeny weeny little spaces small enough to fit your talent, David. You're not a Chinese David. Your biggest endowment, your bank account balances, baby. Abracadabra, you billowy bitch. Man, you look like a pirate on the Las Vegas Strip. I'm swallowing needles and spitting out evil. You couldn't escape from a black paper bag. I'm batter with patter and matter of fact. You can't match all my skill if you sawed me in half.
When I was a child, you were a god to me. I had to do what you do. Now, you're like a Chinese wall to me. Bitch, I'll walk right through you. This ain't the magic that you used to. I float a rose, hands free like it's Bluetooth. My grand illusions make your politics irrelevant. The foot of Lady Liberty is stomping on your elephant. You fail at making movies and you fail at making kids. You stick to what you're good at and lock them lids. Oh, here's a tidbit that might drive you nuts. I all hack your shit and I keep it locked up. Got the slim fingers of a bit for slight. You're a chunky stuntman, dressed in tight. You talk shit about your hero. That ain't right, but you can look up to me now. I know you like
heights. You're a hack of a bug, saggedy act is embarrassing. You're the saddest thing to happen to magic since the gathering. I'm hanging by my ankles on my crane, I dangle. I got locks on my bagel that you couldn't handle. Smash your rears if your fire wires tangle. You can't hide shame with a camera angle.
Did somebody say angel?
There we go.
Oh. See what they be watching.
Ah, what the hell?
Magic is supposed to make you happy. While you waste time proving everybody wrong, I'm backstage getting my supermodel groove on. You should relax, take a private trip to my private island, start my private deck. I'll summon up a little Halloween brunch, deep fried stuck off the side of punch.
Oh my god, the heartbeat's still going. Oh wow, that kind of hurt my ears, the heartbeat monitor.
Yeah, I figured you could like, it's either you love or hate that one. Wow. I see a lot of people have mixed opinions on it.
Horrible. Like it was distracting. I couldn't even pay attention to what the fuck they were saying. And besides EpicLLOYD's annoying ass voice, God, I think that's the worst his voice has been lately. That was just bad.
Oh, at the start, Houdini's wife is played by Lloyd's real life.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, her only appearance as of now.
Oh, there she is. Check it out. It's fun. But yeah, like I wasn't like. What can you say to like the bars?
For me, I think David Copperfield would not be the type of character they really have to have had on Eerie. Like he has like world records as like one of the most successful solo entertainers or whatever. But I don't know. It's like you watch magic to watch the actual illusion happen, like they put on a show. To translate it to rap battle, they did it as best as they could. This is actually, I've heard from someone that this was the most amount of budget that they had put on a single battle.
Really?
So you can tell they really were trying to make it work with the visuals. I think it's like supposed to put on this spectacle and like lead in to make the magic work, right? I think if you're like doing very quick, flashy, blink and you'll miss it parts for magic, I think it just kind of comes off as like you're just showing off editing techniques than you are showing actual magic. Like you have to be there for it to really.
Oh, were they actually doing magic? Because to me it just seemed all edited to me.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't translate well to make you feel like it is, because you have to kind of be there to really get the experience. Because otherwise it's going to seem like, this is like Zach King can actually make it seem like actual magic. But then here it just feels like a YouTube video. But yeah, no, they got actual magicians to help out.
Oh, damn. That's so disappointing. Like you said, it does not translate like that at all. That sucks. What a waste of budget. But yeah,
and again, this is really because Peter is such a huge fan of David Copperfield, so he brought that up. I think his second verse is one of the worst that they had, like for writing. It ages so badly because he says like take a private trip to my private island, suck my private dick, and then Copperfield was like found to have been around Epstein Island and all that.
Oh, so sad. Disgusting. Also, extreme disappointed.
And also, you're not the you're not the only one to have said that, to like wanting Chris Angel instead of having a thing like that.
It would have been fun. Like I know we don't like him and he's cringy, but it would have been great to hear him sing or see what he had to say. What a letdown. But yeah, they can't all be great, and I was expecting one to be bad at some point, but still, even their worst one, I don't hate it as much as at least that one. I think this it's just the beat was just so terrible, man. Ugh. Still not as offensive as things 1 and 2. Welcome in, Deej. Hope you had fun with the Gwamily. The heartbeat monitor interwoven within the beat is fantastic. Really? Are you kidding me? Kind of weak overall.
Yeah, I mean, some people say it's like a reference to like Houdini with like or I think it was referencing his death or something. And they also tried to reference his death at the end. It was so ham-fisted, it didn't really make for a good joke.
Right. Well, I mean, maybe if it stuck with just the Houdini verses, but it was throughout the whole song. Or yeah, throughout both verses. This one's flat, says Jade. Jade, welcome in. They altered the thumbnail to this one. They did?
Oh yeah, they did. So originally it was like what they have now is a screenshot from Houdini's title card, but it was a different Lloyd face.
Interesting. That's a fun lore. Houdini being larger than Copperfield, the thumbnail despite being behind him annoys me. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. Did you notice that? That's a very goofy looking thumbnail when you put it like that. What else? What else do you guys? I remember Peter saying this was his least favorite. Oh, that's funny. Would have liked Harry Houdini versus Evil Knievel personally. Okay, that was an interesting matchup.
Yeah, that would have worked better. Yeah.
Cool. Alrighty. What a shame. I'm a big fan of magic stuff too, so looks like that one fell kind of flat. Alright, we'll stop it at number 60, I think. We can have 30 left for the next time we do this. But coming up, we have Terminator versus RoboCop. That's a cool matchup. It's a long one too, so I'm expecting it to.
epic rap battles of history. RoboCop versus
Freeze! I suggest you use your right to remain silent before I show your GoBot ass some Detroit vibes. I'm like an X-Wing commander, cause I stay on target. I take over these streets like I'm a farmer's market. I wonder where the Cyberdyne research went, that they couldn't fix your funky Hans and Franz accent. They sent you back to kill a child, he's defeating distilled. They should have made a time-traveling morning after pill. And I didn't think I had any feelings left inside me, but my heart was surely broken after Terminator 3. I'm RoboCop and I got the flow. To be roided out C-3PO, I got the mind control like all the lead.
Rated.
Your move.
Welcome in the bees. Thank you so much, Nicholas Diori, for the raid. We love the bees. Bees for life. Let me pin one of the bees here. Welcome in, welcome in. We are ranking and reviewing every single rap battle of history. We're in season 4 now. We're almost done to season 4. Mr. Bacon?
Yeah, that's right. We got 3 more.
Right on. So yeah, we're 54 tracks into the entirety of Epic Rap Battles of History's career. So thanks so much, guys. Stick around and we'll enjoy cringing and having a good time with some of the good ones and cringing at some of the bad ones. Check them out.
Wrong. I have detailed files, the conclusion of your trilogy. That movie failed Detroit worse than the automotive industry. I am T-800 Cyberdyne Systems Model 101, and I'll be sweeping up your robo bits like paper clips when I'm done. My rapping attack is a massive dispatch of bazookas and gas and grenades that rapidly bashes your brains and dismantles that puny pea shooter that fits in your leg. We're not the same, you peel away. Our perfect skin, you find supercomputers. You look like crying wearing a cold pressed juicer. They left off your balls when your suit was created.
I still love you, Alex.
Bullshit! Your sex life is terminated! Based on my detailed analysis on the lyrical structure of battle rap, it's time for your next shit verse! And then, I'll be back!
You don't know love, you don't know honor. You only know a programmed robot boner for John Connor. OCP gave me the skills to wreck this. I can't help it if I'm fresh, it's my prime directive.
I'll punch through your face hole and rip out your vocal cords. Send out your space helmet back to Geordie LaForge!
Nice try, but I'm too quick on the draw. What can go wrong for you will creep Murphy's Law.
Chill out, dickwad. Your emotions are wrecking your flow. I couldn't find a decent rhyme in your line if I was in surge mode. You're too slow. I have almost steamed machines. Barista. It's Judgment Day, baby.
Oh wow! I thought that was gonna go longer. That flew by pretty quickly. I gotta say, I loved RoboCop's voice. It sounds so cool. And for Terminator, his accent and his voice is surprisingly matched pretty well with Arnold's. Gotta say.
Well, I will say though, watch till the end. Keep it going for a bit.
Oh, okay. Oh shit! Thank you so much, Grizzly. Oh shit, it's covering up the name. For the 10 Australian dollars. Have a good stream, Mexican Hassan. That's my new that's my new thing now. I'm the Mexican Hassan. Thank you so much. Oh, look at that.
Rap battles of history.
What the heck? Ah. They got Arnold to cameo for a second there.
Yep, it was sponsored by the Terminator movie for. I watched that one in theater. It wasn't good, but yeah. that's
cool. Shout outs to them. That was a very cool effect that they did there. Alright guys, like, speaking of effects, what the fuck was up with this Arnold's stupid ass hand? like glitched out.
Like crying wearing a cold press.
Oh, you mean the before that?
The frames.
Yeah, okay, so that is the real Terminator hand that they had. The studio sent them since they sponsored it, so they had to do a bit of stop motion there. I assume that was also Forest Fire doing it, because he also helped with the ED-209s at the end that show up for the last line for Terminator.
Right on. That was very interesting. Very interesting little effect that they did. But yeah, I thought it sounded good. What's your thoughts in terms of how it sounded and how the bleats flowed?
Yeah, with how it sounded, I do also agree with RoboCop's voice. It sounds just like very much like a cool filter that they have to apply because it's RoboCop. I like that they managed to use them, like, got a good costume, and this is a highly requested one. It's It's been, you know, sort of a crossover between them. I think they had like comics for Terminator and RoboCop, and then they had Death Battle, and now there's this one. So yeah, there's really no other one that they could have gone with. It's Terminator versus RoboCop, and I like how it came out.
Yeah, excellent.
And I
matchup.
think it's sort of weird in that, you know, as you said, it kind of goes by fast because sometimes they do the verses a little quicker than usual, but you know, it's still a good product at the end.
General Douglas MacArthur says, "Am I the one who thinks RoboCop won?" I was rooting for RoboCop the whole time. I thought he did. I thought his voice, the voice was a huge aspect for me. I wasn't paying too much attention to the verses, like the actual bars, but in terms of how it sounded, I liked the RoboCop sound the best. What did you think, Bacon? Did you think RoboCop won?
It's pretty close, but I would give the edge out to Terminator. I liked a couple of his lines a bit more, like they're pretty funny jokes for it. I think RoboCop has a bit of filter on some of them, but then they do come back for like better lines in some of the verses.
I'll rank that one pretty highly up there. I'll put it right above. I'll put it above Adolf and Hitler season 2. I gotta make space for these at some point. I'll do it between this episode and the next. Can't wait for the next battle. Me too. It's so funny because the Eastern versus Western philosophy has such a season 2 vibe to it in terms of like how it was written and how it sounds. So excited to get into that one. Yeah, I like the RoboCop better. It's Katafi. Very cool. Maple Nia, welcome in. I have a question. How do we know who's next guest on the podcast and how do we send questions? So Maple Nia, send me a message on my Reddit. I can give you access to my private Discord because I usually spoil who's going to be my next guest. But my next guest on my podcast is going to be H3 Pride Minute, also known as the biggest, the most popular H3 TikTok account on TikTok right now. One of my favorite people in the community. My man Arnold says Symbiotic Spider. Grizzly. Oh no, I'm not reading that one. Very tricky there. Very tricky there. Good says the idea of RoboCop rapping is kind of funny in itself. True. Melody says okay, thank you. Alrighty, thank you so much, Bees, for joining us. Silent Day says ooh, cool. What's an H3? Very funny, Katafi. Very funny. It's so funny having the Bees in here because like this is so not like this kind of content you guys would be watching. But yeah, Eastern versus Western philosophers. Let's jump into it. Oh shit. Actually muted it. My bad. Bear with me, Bacon. Bear with me 1 second here. That beat goes hard already.
Sun Tzu and Confucius versus Nietzsche, Socrates, and Voltaire.
I'm coming off the Acropolis to start some pandemonium. Don't bring limp raps to a pimp slap symposium. The mad gadfly philosophy was my invention.
Rolling with the flyest nihilist.
And me, their French
We got
henchman.
the wisdom.
And the wit
That even I couldn't question.
dropping Western medicine.
On these East infections,
You've never been.
our type of mental brethren. We're better, better speakers, better men.
This type of arrogance is sure to be expected from men who speak of wisdom with no clue of what respect is.
You Westerners are sloppy, needing discipline in life. You lack control of yourselves and of the mic.
While we use precise strikes to disrupt your concentration, and you an ass whipping our descendants will honor for generations. We build a nation
With patience
and the present for living
and you'll never hold a candle
to the wisdom we've written.
Oh, I'll give you something you can bow and kowtow to. When I squat down and squeeze out a dow of poo and out to. You need to take control of the life you're giving. Call me Uber, Mensch, cause I'm so driven.
I'm a free thinker, so confronting conformists like you, it's my job. Got a sharp wit that can spit, it'll skew you like a Confucius kebab. Oh, you flubbed the mission of beating your submissive ass into submission. Dishing out more disses and letters and pamphlets and plays I've been published.
Now that we've covered the two yin and yang, I can move on to Jackie Chan. Sun Tzu, I'll be picking apart your woo with my method. Man, the seminal general isn't so tough on the mic. All your men must be like you would have. You're pitiful lyrically, lucky for history you didn't offer the art of rapping.
Bitch, I wrote the art of war, so so you better get your guns out. These white boys getting burned, cause guess what? Now the sun's out. Asians spitting sick, but no, this isn't SARS. Loud C, kick the beat, now Confucius drop some bars.
Let me be candid with you, Voltaire. Friendship with the egg noodle hair. Your ego's just so distracting. Free speech doesn't mean just keep yapping. And you killed God, so I gotta ask. Did he die ashamed when he made your mustache? You try to plan a new German psyche, but you just grew hate me, no third right.
And it all starts with you, you're the father, Socrates. Honestly, I think you owe both of your students here an apology.
I wouldn't exactly call myself a student of this plea. Don't make Nietzsche come over and put a knee up in your tree. Cause I'm N-I-E-T-C-S-C-H-E, and I'll ain't any motherfucker like my name in a spelling bee. Believe me, I'm toxic like a hemlock sip. Hang a sandal on the door cause you can suck dick.
Sacre bleu, Socrates. You're making things a little tense. Come, let's blind these Chinese heinies with some shiny, bright enlightenment.
I'll not be taught camaraderie from a frog who rigged the lottery. You make a mockery of ethics, so keep your fat nose in your coffee.
Let me be frank. Don't start beef with B. Frank. Who hangs with B. Franks? Giving ladies B. Franks.
I have turned them on themselves. Their chaos is our opportunity.
You must remember, a bowl is most useful when it is empty.
Loud C, I don't mean no disrespect, but you need to fill your bowl with some shit that makes some sense.
Oh, you don't wanna stand in the path of Lao Tzu today. I'll make you move, bitch. Get out the way.
Yeah, we're in the tradition of rap battles. Is it written that two dudes on the same team should squabble like some clucking chickens?
Man, Confucius, you always trying to put something in its place. Why don't you tell your eyebrows they need to feel better on your face?
Okay, I see. You wanna make it like that? I'll smack that warmongering head out of your to-go box tag. So here's the real golden rule. I'm way above you weak brokies. Confucius say you can all hold these fortune cookies.
What is with?
It's funny how they just start rapping against each other at the end. I thought it was great. There's only one line that I think is really stupid is the Beef Franks one. Other than that, I liked everything else about this rap battle.
Yeah, it's what Peter had said once. I don't know if this is maybe outdated, but he called it his favorite battle that they made because it's like what ERB can do at the top of their game. You know, like basically calling it the pinnacle of ERB. I'd agree with that. It's definitely a top 3 for me. And I think really it also shows like this is I think the last group battle that they do.
Really? There's so many left. They gave up on the groups after this? What
for real. I guess technically there is one that we don't speak of that's kind of a group battle, but you know, we can get to that in a bit.
Right.
Yeah, this one is like they show that they really thought out their dynamic. Well, first let me mention that there was one time where Peter had mentioned that some of these rap battles can feel like he's preparing a very fine cuisine where he has to, you know, get all the ingredients right and prepare them in a way that makes a very good dish at the end. And this is kind of like that. They had to ingest so much of their philosophies and beliefs to make that really shine through to the character.
Yeah.
And not only that, but they were kind of paired with, like, if you notice at the middle that they're targeting certain people like Nietzsche with Lao Tzu's philosophy because they have different beliefs in how you should live your life. There's Confucius and Voltaire beefing with each other because of Confucius believing in conformity while Voltaire believes in speaking against authority. And then it's left with Socrates and Sun Tzu, who Sun Tzu obviously is known for the art of war, but Socrates, having had served in a war, that's actually part of the reason why he became such a known philosopher is from his, his life experiences following that.
That's amazing. I can't believe so much attention to detail went into like actually, I thought it was kind of random, not random, but like I didn't think so much thought was put into like who went after who, and in this battle. I gotta say, one thing I also enjoy is like everyone got their own time to shine. Like everyone had their own like standout moments, standout lines. Like no one was really like on the back burner. Everyone had their own great moment here. Out of all six of them,
Lao Tzu was I think only Lao Tzu had a little bit less, but that's just because they wanted to use him for the beatboxing part.
Yeah, I thought that's fair, right? If he's not gonna rap as much, he had something going on, which was pretty cool. The beatboxing sounded great. Out of all six, who do you think did the best?
I would say I enjoyed the most from Nietzsche's line.
There we go.
But I think maybe Confucius actually had like his My favorite line from this is, you try to plant a new German psyche, but you just grew hate me, no Third Reichy. As one of the most clever things that they wrote. It doesn't get talked about enough.
Yeah, I also would say Nietzsche was my favorite out of everyone. Thought it was funny. Thought it was great. I like his character design. Stupid ass mustache. They exaggerated a little bit, I think. So that's great. Yeah, I skipped most of season 3 and 4, but I had to listen to this one when it came out. I just thought the whole concept was just so cool, and it sounded good. The beat was unique, it's fresh. So I rank it pretty highly.
Oh yeah, of course. Deserves top tier.
Shit, man. I put it top 4. Put it right above Michael Jordan versus Ali.
And I will say that the concept of philosophy, despite how much they put into it, there are a lot of branches and things that deal with philosophical beliefs that I don't think you can really just stop at one battle. I have my own original idea where you can do a gauntlet, and it's Machiavelli doing the role that Scrooge and Ivan the Terrible had, where he's battling other philosophers such as Plato, Aristotle, Kant, and Descartes. So that's another thing that they could do if they wanted to listen to me.
Right. Hopefully they do one day. Or heck, you know what? Fuck that. You just make your own, dude. There's nothing stopping
I
you.
wish. There's definitely some channels who can probably help out with something like that. But for that to get to ERB, that'd be like a dream come true.
All right, we got a few more lined up for tonight. Is that the end of the season?
Yeah, that's no, we got 2 more.
Okay. Oh, so we got.
It feels like the end of the season, right?
Yeah, it does. It's such an epic rap battle. I'm surprised it wasn't. When I actually got Shaku Zulu versus Julius Caesar. I have no idea who Shaku Zulu is. Really quick though, let's acknowledge the chat. Jarhead, welcome in. What up, Alex? Hope you well and happy. Very well and happy. Having a great time tonight. Leia, I absolutely love that one. JP Rose Caesar versus Shaka is often overlooked, but goes hard. Okay, very excited. Sally Mira, agreed Leah. Leah says East mopped the floor with West. There are also a shit ton of really good references. I would agree. Overall, I think East just edged out the West just a little bit, in my opinion. Another favorite, a GTA 5 versus Goodfellas. I'd love another 3v3, Ed and Eddie versus the Three Stooges. That's super goofy. That'd be impossible to recreate. Alex, the Secret Theater Girl, Mooney. Wait, Alex rap battles are just musicals, so you like musicals. Ah, that's so funny. Else. Why is the Pope already playing an Alex video? He's not playing an Alex video. He linked to me, rated me. But I would love for him to play more of my videos, but there's always so much stuff going on in the EHD IA Plus universe. Gizmo, welcome in, man. Welcome in. All right. Chaco Zulu versus Julius Caesar.
Julius Caesar versus Chaco Zulu!
Meet Caesar, he's a commander. Thinks he can dance with Conan of the Savannah. But when I go hand to hand with you, I go hammer. Knock off his dome, wrap it up in his own banner. Send it back to Rome with a message from the Zulu. If you battle Shaka, this would happen to you. If you cross that equator, you'll head straight into a massacre. Fuck by more than just Cleopatra and Africa.
You talk a lot of shit for a man wearing a diaper. I heard you had poison spit. Where was it in this cipher? Cause all I hear is threats from a brute with no discipline. And I'm ruling over you like a boot full of my citizens. And you should take your cowskin shield and hide under it. You're fucking with the most triumphant third of the triumvirate. I'm first to the empire and last of the Republicans. And hunting you accompanied by legions of my country. Oh, ask my kidnappers if I'm just a shit talker. Doc J dunk on you like boom shakalaka. So don't go rattling your sticks at me. If I wanted to shake spears, I'd waggle my biography.
I heard of your play. Tell me, how does it end? Oh yes, you get stabbed many times by your friends. So what you gonna do with your Roman sword? When the lines of your legion get gored by the horns of the Zulu warriors. Plato or Thor, to dismember any emperor's pasty white horn. I got the strength of a lion and the speed of a cheetah. And everyone knows you're just a chicken, Caesar.
Can I be a hyena? Cause I'm going to laugh. I'll pave roads with the bones of your goat-herding ass. First my front lines will drop back and spank you in the chest. Then I'll decimate your horns. You can't outflank the best. Let your reserves come at me. My ballista's cocked at you. When I take, I always keep my whole crew. Cause there's no use in murdering you and your heathen. You can grow my my wheat for me after your beat.
Hold war! Holster! Joe!
I like they had a bunch of suggestions. That's cool. The beat was great. I thought the lines were interesting and funny. And I don't know who Shaka Zulu is, but take it based off of this. He was some sort of a epic war leader. You know anything beyond that?
Yeah, he was for say it was the African tribes of the Zulu where he was a monarch. So he's very much known for having led their battles against the British when they were invading for it. So really, it's just based on their military career, really, from way back then. It's like, you know, historical aspect. And I was, when you mentioned the, you know, the you decide part, this one's kind of cheating because they let people on, I think, the wiki and the forum know ahead of time that they were thinking of using Shaka Zulu with Julius Caesar. And so these come from an Instagram post that is Daystorm already in costume. So it's not like anyone was actually for like, you know, saying the suggestion.
I see. So they already decided what they would. Just probably no one suggested.
Yeah, these are from Instagram.
Right on. Very interesting. I don't have many thoughts. I just thought it sounded and looked great. The production is pretty crazy. Look at that. That just looks amazing.
But yeah, no, they got Julius Caesar right very well for how he acted and was written. But I will say they dropped the ball on two things with Shaka Zulu. Like there were enough you know, things in Caesar's life that really could have been brought up. Shaka could have definitely, you know, evened the playing field for it. But also he mentions, like, you know, about the Shakespeare play for Julius Caesar. He says that it ends with him being stabbed by his friends. That actually happens in the middle, so it's not the end, but it's also like, even though he got stabbed by his friends, Shaka Zulu was stabbed by his brothers, so I don't think it's like, you know, that much better.
I see. Gotcha. So if you actually know the lore, those lines fall a little flat.
Yeah, I was feeling Shaka was missing a bit, like compared to Julius Caesar. Julius Caesar was done much better. But even then, I think there's still enough of that era of Roman history that like you could do Augustus Caesar later on. I suggest that it's Augustus Caesar versus like Tamerlane. That could really work.
Yeah, that was great. It's gonna be. I wish I knew more of the lore coming in beforehand. But sound wise, beat wise, and from what I could tell from the bar wise, it sounded great. This is a very good season.
Yeah, so they say season 4 is the best.
Shit, man. I'll put it above. I'll put it right here next to Terminator and RoboCop. I liked it about as much as that one. I really gotta make some space. It's all just stacking on top of each other now. It'll look clean for the next episode. Alrighty. This is the last one for season 4, Jim Henson versus Stan Lee.
It's the finale.
Cool. Alright, let's check it out. 5 minutes, 30 seconds. Oh, really quick. Lecter, welcome in. I'm too late to give input. You can give input at any time you want. This is our current tier list right now. Only 3 at the bottom, surprisingly. I was expecting more to be at the bottom, but maybe later on in the other seasons we'll get into that. Who knows?
Yeah, one in particular I'm expecting.
Cool. I'm excited. Like, it's really fun to listen to the really shitty ones. Dewstone would be cool as Black Panther. I was thinking that too. They don't do any Marvel, do they, at any point? Oh, we got Thanos coming up later.
Yeah, we're just now about to get to the part where they're actually representing Marvel. But notice how it's like, you know, 58 battles in.
Surprising.
Meanwhile, we had like a couple DC battles.
Yeah. Oh, so all right, let's jump into it. Stan Lee. I love me some Stan Lee. I met him actually. I met him at Rankinson's for an autograph signing. My friend wanted to get something signed by him.
Oh, nice.
Stan Lee! What's up? Joan!
Greetings, heroes! Stan Lee's here to battle. It's the mind behind the Hulk against the geek beneath the flag. I'm just your friendly neighborhood writer man with a secret identity of a super MC whose raps are as dark as my shade. You squealing like You in trouble now, Jimmy, you dirty old hippie. Your beard needs a little bit of snip and skippy. Heck, that face on your neck ain't sexy. You one pot sweetums, the other pot skexy. Step up to Lee and you get your butt kicked. Your Muppet Snuffleupagus stuff is butt kiss. I broke for Rigno and the comics code. So keep your frog and pig show moving right along down the road.
I'm glad you got that out. That anger can clutter your mind. But you're a creative man, Stanley. Yeah. So let's just leave it behind. Cause I can sense your tension. Once the verbal fencing starts commencing, there is no defense against the dents Jim Henson is dispensing. And I'll clench all your strings like you're a puppet in suspension. Call your superhero friends in. Yeah, cause you're gonna need a vengeance. Let me mention, I'm impressed by all the vision that it took for you to sign your name on all of Jack Kirby's comic books.
Nice try, Frogman, but Jack was a friend of mine. Swift, that was a low blow. He did his own thing, and now you've made it clobbering time. Blanco, you taught children to count and spell. Then you taught your own kids how to drop your wife harder than you flopped on SNL. I'm telling you, Henson, you wouldn't like me when I'm angry. I'm a marvel of a party pooper. I'll snap your turtleneck like a doozer stick and put you out to pasture like Mr. Hooper. I'm sorry, Jim. Sometimes I can't control my rage. Honestly, there's a lot of things that you can't control at my age. But the truth is, I miss you. You were gone too soon. You were like watching a beautiful sunset at noon.
Oh, Stan, don't be sad. We all have a time to go. Yeah. Most of the internet thought that you died 12 years ago. But the Thor will always be fantastic. The Hulk will always be incredible. The words you wove within the hearts of heroes are indelible. There is no beef between us. We're two minds of the same kind. And there is no man who could ever muck with what we've left behind.
I rock the mic properly. Turning profits, I got the key. I'm the juggernaut of stacking knots unstoppably. The Disneyland lord of your intellectual property. So get back to work. That's my time you're wasting. I didn't buy you for millions so you could play around debating. You belong to Disney, which means you stay busy cranking out magic and assembly line whimsy. Artists begging me to star, I won't let 'em. Labor conditions in my show, I don't sweat 'em. I'm powerful enough to make a mouse gigantic. With only 3 circles, I dominate the planet. Clearly, there's nobody near me. I'm owning this battle. In fact, I own this whole series. So I'm on my steamboat, boys. But don't rock it. I'll put a smile on your face and green in your pocket. You'll be safe and insured when you're under my employ. Now look at it. Gaze upon my empire of joy.
Wow. Oh wait, what? Is there a reason it has another 2 minutes? Should we keep watching?
No, that's just the beat going on for that long.
Damn. Wow, a lot happened.
I think, yeah, I think the explanation of it, maybe it was confirmed, but they say that they let it go on for that long because there was uncertainty as to if they were coming back for season 5.
Ah, okay. So they were just playing themselves off. That's interesting. Okay. So yeah, so first, it's very interesting how Jim Henson and Sam Lee, they liked each other at the end of the rep. That doesn't usually happen. That was cool. I love Jim Henson's vocal styling. I thought it was very cool. I love Kermit the Frog and how chill they were with their line deliveries. That's great. I wish Stan Lee had made more Marvel references and more references to his movies and stuff. Or if we saw more characters in their costumes. We didn't see any, I don't think.
Yeah, there's just Spider-Man in the background.
Yeah.
A few others.
Well, they could have done with more with Stan Lee for sure. But the whole Disney stuff was crazy, dude. This shit went so goddamn hard. The fact that Maker Studios even let them do any of this was crazy.
Oh yeah, no, I guess they don't mind the Disney parodies, but it is clearly just rather than Disney himself as a person, it's Disney the company that they're making the on. Yeah. I realized something really hilarious as of now, like from rewatching this with Disney's verse. I mean, you're familiar with Fairly Odd Parents, right? Their older episodes.
No, I haven't. I never saw that.
Okay, so other people who know Fairly Odd Parents would know what I'm referring to when I say that. MrBeast Disney reminds me a lot of Timmy Turner's dad when he has an episode where he takes over the world because he is like turns into a very happy guy that is like forcing everyone to constantly smile, and he like makes them all act as if they're happy or something. Like that's what Disney feels like here.
Right on. Hopefully someone gets that reference. 'Cause I totally didn't. Parody laws. Lester. Pray, pray, pray. But yeah, the look how many views it gets once Disney shows up. Like people really like the Disney part.
Yeah, I have mixed feelings on it. I know what it's going for it. It's fine. It's a little disappointing. This is what they're using Disney for. Like, I don't think they really need to bring Disney back. A lot of people say it should have been like Disney versus Miyazaki, which definitely would have worked.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for me now, I prefer Miyazaki. Definitely, like Miyazaki is one of my favorite people to ever make anything in history. But Miyazaki versus Miyamoto, at least.
Mm-hmm. Kind of dark and sad how they used him here. It's just like, yeah, I own all this shit. Your property are all mine.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting.
Yeah, and also I was thinking, like, clearly it's Henson versus Lee just because it's they're owned by Disney now. The properties are. And I was thinking, like, when this came out, it could have been George Lucas as well. Like, I would think Star Wars is much more known to have fallen under Disney brand next to them. But, the next battle is Star Wars versus Marvel, so it's probably why they didn't want to go that route.
Oh, I see. And that makes sense why they didn't use more of the characters in the actual verses, too. Where to rank it, though? I like it. I'll put it between Billy Mays and Santa versus Moses.
Yeah, it's good.
Alrighty. Anything else before we jump to the next one?
Probably some other stuff I'm blanking on, but
no worries, no worries. I wonder if Boba Fett's played by Ray again.
No. You'll see.
Oh, really quick. Sorry, let me acknowledge the chat. Please no, it's his fake name 992. Uh-oh. Alec doesn't watch shows either. I know. I'm very uncultured when it comes to stuff. I'm trying, okay? That's why we do this series.
The if I had one, that's the reference to the episode. The meme from back then, this is where I would put this thing if I had one.
Ah, okay. I've heard that line before in other things. Saturday, oh my god, if it was Walt versus Miyazaki, Walt would rap normally, Miyazaki would just roast his son unprompted. Oh, that's funny. Name 3 shows. And I think that's funny, Jules. All right, let's get into it.
Is it me? Well, here's my first issue. I barely even know enough about you to diss But you guys honestly think that I would screw this feud up and lose to the dude a huge toothy cootie chewed up? That's bananas. I do damage when I brandish my katanas. Man, I'll slice you up then vanish in my ladybug pajamas. I'm gonna become your Xerox of your papa. You and Tim work for Vader and I just for Jabba. You're mad baggy. You're so flappy. Mad 'cause Sam Jackson killed your clone daddy. Somebody ought to put a bounty on that tape. Maybe I'll write a letter and mail it in your face.
I keep tongue in a slave one, 'cause your style makes me space sick. And your bars like your old pal, cable fucking basic. I'll smack a Merc in the mouth if he doesn't quit running that lip off. Bitch, who you calling clone? You're a Deathstroke ripoff. You sold Spider-Man's eyes and Snake Eyes is weapon. You got Wolverine's powers, man, your comic sloppy second. Dr. Kill Brew Dude needs to go back to med school. 'Cause right now, you're no good to me, Deadpool.
What's that? A missile backpack? Well, I guess you'll be right if a fucking bird attacks. Presenting the most overrated character anyone ever saw with 5 lines in the trilogy, and one of them was
I only need 5 lines, 'cause I look fucking great. You look like someone spilled lasagna on your face, but you're worth a lot to me. If I bring you back dead, schizophrenics pay triple, 1 for each head.
Who you calling schizophrenic? You got 2 different voices. You're like your holiday special, man. Full of bad choices.
You think your Timmy Jonga's hot, but you couldn't be mild. You should have made the choice to ditch the prick from Van Wilder.
Those things about you got straight up abandoned. You let a Kiwi hold your gun and he fucked up your cannon. So maybe don't talk about movies, 'cause you got dick to say. That arm round Jar Jar go more far away.
I'm a legend, you're a troll. You ain't gotta have the skills I got. I'll beat your ass with one eye closed. Boba Fett 1 and I'll call dominoes. See, that's what I'm saying. She prefers my Duracell to your Canadian bacon. I'll take a lesson from a genuine assassin who's blasting foes. I come equipped with a full set of sick Mandalorian flows. Everybody knows you got that power of regeneration. Now run home and heal from this disintegration.
Damn, that sounded so good. Oh my god, they really upped the production value in the music. It was great. I was like so focused on the music. I'm like, damn, this sounds good. And I love Deadpool. He just fits this silly, goofy, epic rap battle format incredibly well. That was also fun. What did you think, Bacon?
Yeah, I will say for that comment, I'll put a pin on it for the end. But no, this is definitely a highlight for me. It's like one of the best overall. But not only that, Deadpool had a lot of like not just at the start where he's addressing the audience in the fourth wall.
Yeah.
But like he's also dressed as Elvis. Was a previous Lloyd role. He mentions two different voices for Boba Fett, which is true in canon, but also in ERB. This is his second voice since he's not Ray William Johnson.
That's like a triple joke. That's crazy.
Yeah, for real. And it's because this is not the current Boba Fett actor. It's actually the voice they were going for is Jeremy Bulloch from the original movies. So there's a lot of references that they get right, despite, as they mentioned, that Boba Fett is very limited in what they could really write with him. They get so much of this like done well for someone with limited amount of screen time. Now, people say like, oh, they could bring back Boba Fett and diss him for Book of Boba Fett. Like all you can do is that, call his show boring. I don't think there's much else to it.
Yeah.
I think this battle is perfect as it is. And this is right before, so this came out I think the same day that The Force Awakens got in theaters. And Deadpool's movies weren't like the first one wasn't even out yet. It was still a couple months in. So this is like right before Deadpool became a huge cinematic icon as well.
Cool. Yeah, that's great that they are a little ahead of the curve on the whole Deadpool thing. I feel like they did Deadpool even better than they did in the movies. That's great.
Yeah. Now, as for what you said with Deadpool working so well for this format, currently the most famous and popular rap battle by someone else in the community also uses Deadpool, which is Deadpool versus Peter Griffin, which is unlike this one, where this one's standard rap battle 1v1, where it's still very well done. That one takes a completely different turn, where it's very does experimental things like as to what you have to know within this community. Like there's a lot of callbacks to older rap battles. It very much fits Deadpool style, obviously, because he does a lot of callbacks.
Yeah.
But no, that's very much a trip on its own. It's a huge experience. But yeah, I've figured it's worth pointing out.
That's cool. There's so many other things outside of ERB that I feel like I should listen to. Maybe we'll do a part 4 once we're done with here if you're interested, of like all the other supplemental side characters in the ERB universe.
Yes, certainly.
Cool. Dude, I love that. That was so fun. Fuck. That's pretty top tier for me, honestly. I'll put it between the MJs. Where'd you rank that one?
Yeah, that one really has to be also within my, if not top 3, maybe within top 5. Like there's so many great ones that could top it. But I don't know, this one always feels solid. Like I hear back to it and it's like there really isn't a dull moment. It doesn't miss a beat.
Yeah, absolutely. So Madman, welcome in. Thanks so much, man. Hope your editing is going well. I'm looking forward to see your Monday drop. Carissa, thank you so much for just being a lurker. That's always cool by me. Okay, I can see that. Oh, sorry, just a conversation. And Koya says she liked that one. Very cool. So did Lester. The first Marvel character done justice. So true. What else? All right, I think I'm gonna need to go. Thank you so much for joining us, GP Rob. You're still in here. Thank you so much. I don't see how it's odd. They're both mercenaries. Yeah, it's a good matchup.
Yeah, with their masks and the contrasts.
Exactly. All right. I think we're just gonna do one more tonight here. Oh, 2 more. Let's do finish off after the Gordon Ramsay one. So coming up next, Tolkien versus George R.R. Martin. Check it out.
George R.R. versus J.R.R. Tolkien! Brace yourself! Gather up your trolls and your soldier elves! And your ents and your orcs and your wargs and your stings, your dwarves and clamdrings! Cause there's a new literary lord in the ring! My readers fall in love with every character I've written, then I kill them. And they're like, what did he do? All your bad guys die, and your good guys survive! We can tell what's gonna happen a page in age 5! You're all seeing how to find some sex in your movies! Ditch the Goonie and cast a couple boobies! There's edgier plots and not David the Gnome! Your Hobbit hole heroes can't handle my throne!
Queens, dragons.
dragons, dwarves, horses, fortresses, magic, and swords. You hobbit my whole shit, you uninspired hack. You want a war, George? Welcome to Shire Rock. In book sales, you got nothing to say. I'm number 1 and 2. You're under 50 shades of gray. I got the pros of a pro. Your shit's subpar. You're a pirate. You even stole my RR. Oh, we all know the world is full of chance and anarchy. So yes, it's true to life for characters that die randomly. But newsflash, the genre's called fantasy. It's meant to be unrealistic, you myopic manatee.
I conscientiously object to what you're doing on these beasts. I'll cut you like my teeth on Beauty and the Beast. You went too deep, Professor Tweed Pants. We don't need the backstory on every fucking tree branch.
I cut my teeth in the trenches of the Somme. You lopped your Santa Claus ass through Vietnam. And it's hard for me to take criticism on clothes from a dude who sends a raven to say hi to his toes.
Man, your fat jokes are worse than your pipe smoke. My show's the hottest thing on HBO. I'm rock and roll, you're a nerdy little nebbish, and I may be dirty, but you got a hairy foot fetish, dog. Even the names of your characters suck. You got buffers and boofers and brandy bugs. I got a second breakfast for all them goofy fucks. Lift up my gut and teabagging's my nuts.
C.S. Lewis and I were just discussing how you and Jon Snow both know nothing. Because the backstory on my box office is brilliant. Got my children making millions off my Silmarillions, and I'm more rock and roll than you've ever been. Don't believe me? Ask Led Zeppelin. You can't reach this fellow. Shit, I'm too towering. Oh, every time I battle, it's Return of the King.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty good.
You just
And it's so funny how that's Lloyd playing Martin, right?
Yeah, they got back the fat suit for that one.
Yeah, he looks and sounded great for the role, I thought.
Yeah, he did work on this. Though I have quite a lot with this. Like, I'm beefing with this battle because of the fact that I had once looked into the like to dislike ratio for every single one. This was number 1. I can't fathom as to why for the battle, but as for the time it came out, like we just said, season 4 is like the best season of ERB. So once they came back with season 5 with this one, I think everyone just like automatically clicked like without even like thinking about the lines for more than 2 seconds.
Really? The only line that I, like, again, it's hard for me to like interpret lyrics the first time I listen to something. The only line that fell flat for me was how George R. R. Martin's like criticizing Tolkien's name of the characters, because like I've always thought it was a joke that Martin's character naming is dumb and confusing because all the characters sound the same. That's the only line I thought was subpar.
Yeah, it's like I think they just realized maybe there wasn't too much to work with in terms of their lives. Like there could have been a bit more, at least. Like they were going in the angles of attacking the works and trying to like make something out of that, but it just falls flat. Like this is like of the 3 author battles, this is so much easily the weakest. I know for you it'll still be Zeus versus Shakespeare that you have at the bottom, but this one they could have done more with Tolkien. Like Tolkien would not be this kind of like bland and not really clever for the most part writing. Like it doesn't have any standout lines to him. It like he's kind of in the echelon of ERB rappers. He feels very mid-tier, yet George Martin doesn't really have anything to even counter with that. If anything, it feels more, we've had this complaint before, it feels like some of the George R. R. Martin lines are just written for the sake of Tolkien to rebut them, and it doesn't feel really right. Because in that case, it's more like you're setting it up to not be as entertaining of a battle. It feels more like with Freddie Mercury, you know, they're kind of like highlighting so much of him that it feels that it's not really fair. So that's what it feels like with Tolkien in this case.
I see. Yeah, I see where you're coming from. In terms of like the style, it's very like, you know, very standard ERB video. Very standard.
Yeah,
in terms
the
of
visuals
beat.
do come out much more. Like it looks much better than a lot of other ones, so it is kind of a bit wasted here.
It looks fantastic. All of these lately have been looking great. Like visually, like I haven't had any complaints at all. So I haven't been commenting too much on how things.
And it does have a lot of cameos to it.
Yeah, the people like the cameos. Sir, it's very serviceable. Nothing stand out. Nothing offensive to me at all. I'll put it at the top of. I'll put it between A and B tier. That was good. I'll put it up just above. I'll put it above.
Yeah, it works. I wouldn't agree with King versus Poe being below it.
That one just did not. I gotta go back and listen to it because apparently people have an issue with my placement of that one. Out of all these we've done. So I'll give it another listen to off camera, and then I'll adjust it accordingly. But our
All right.
last one tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Gordon Ramsay versus Julia Child. Hope everyone having a great
A high note,
time
I'd say.
tonight. A high note, hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Frodo Baggins versus Link for a good Lord of the Rings rep. That'd be cool. Yeah, I agree. Symbiotic, they could have done better. I came in late. It's rewind time. Welcome in, Tippy Tiz. All right, chat. It's my bedtime. Totally not going to bed to read for hours. Good night, Lester. Thank you so much for joining us. Bit of reverence the fact that Game of Thrones aren't. Yeah, you know, that's what I was thinking too. I'm all like, he could have hit him on the laziness. Because even back then, everyone criticized him for being the
That's
laziest
entirely
author
true.
of
Yeah,
all
I was
time.
thinking like that would have aged much better.
It
than,
would have.
You know,
I
what
was
they wrote about.
waiting for
So,
it. I was just waiting for it, man. Darn. All right. Jump into it. Ooh, that's so cool.
Gordon Ramsay versus Juliet.
And that's how you make a perfect risotto. Right. Mrs. Child, welcome to the grown-ups table. I've got exactly 2 minutes, and you should be grateful, because I'm in the fucking weeds. With all these shows to pitch, I keep my ovens preheated, and my pilot's greenlit. I'm a seasoned skillet, you're a Pam sprayed pan. Got Michelin stars, you're like the Michelin man. I'm rolling in dough like Beef Wellington from Hollering, and I'm shitting on you like I'm workflow intolerant.
Isn't that a wonderful thing? A grumpy little chef who thinks he can bring enough stuff to justify getting wrong with the butter-loving queen of the Bourguignon bar. I rock hard as concrete on top of these bomb meats. Been chopping the palm free since you sucked on your mom's teeth. I served America dutifully and I sliced lard beautifully. I reign supreme from shark repellent to charcuterie. Go on and crush your arms in that b-boy stand. When it comes to haute cuisine, there's one F word. Fry. Here's a nice amuse-bouche. Take a pour, abuse, you. Set a 30-year timer. Voila! Huge dough. You're a namby-pamby candy-ass candy. Got a grand you can wrap your way out of a pastry bag. Understand me? I laugh and create, overrate and destroy. But fear, my dear boy, is less scrumptious than joy.
I'm glad you got that off your giant flabby chest. I'd call you donkey, but you look more like Shrek. When the Iron Man chef busts a rhyme, I'll open up on you like a fine red wine. I'm a culinary innovator, you're no creator. Regurgitating French plates like a glorified translator. Fresh, you're past your expiration date. Alright, fuck it. Blue team, drop the bouillabaisse. Yes, chef. I've seen your little show and it sure ain't pretty. 1 part Big Bird, 2 parts Miss Piggy. You can't test me with your fatty recipes. Call your book master in the art of heart disease. I mean, it's rubber. Yes, chef. Look at page 408. Tell me who the fuck wants to learn to cook calf brains. You call these boys raw, they're stale and soft. Now here, take the jacket. Now give it back and fuck off.
Oh, please, your defeat's guaranteed. Concede, I've got this in the bag. Sous vide. Michelin indeed, you've done well for yourself. But as a person, you couldn't get a star on you. I could freeze a steak with those frosted tips. What's with that bitter taste in every word from your lips? You scream at women, but the fits that you're pitching make you the pissiest bitch in the kitchen. I'll punch you on the head, melt you, and stick it to ya. Anything's good with enough butter. Oh, yeah. I'm so glad you spent this time with me. Now eat a dick. Bon appetit.
Nice. That was great. They nailed their voices down great. Dude, the action sequences with Gordon Ramsay in the kitchen, dude, that shit is so engaging and fun. They did great. My only complaint was, I know they accurately did the Julia Child stuff. It just didn't sound very musically, I thought. But other than that, I thought it was great. The lines were scathing on both ends. Great. What do you think?
Yeah, I'd agree there, and I get that with Julia Child not being the best for voice here. But even then, it's like a very well done impression. I think the only flaw I'd say with the writing is like, you know, Gordon Ramsay, even though he is the type to do this where it's like, you know, insulting on looks, like he brings up that, you know, Julia Child is like a, you know, fatty woman or something, but
yeah,
you know, she didn't look that bad or anything. She's not like overweight, I think. I think she was just like pretty tall and had cheeks or something, but no, otherwise it's really, really great how it was done. It sounds amazing with the beat. And one thing about this one is actually that, how'd it go? I'm trying to remember. No, I'm blanking out on it again.
Oh, no worries.
Oh, no. It is that Gordon Ramsay himself had also reacted to this. He made a comment saying how he actually loved how it turned out, just that he could call the accent a little questionable, kind of poking fun at
Well, yeah, I mean,
didn't get it
accents are
entirely
never
right,
100% accurate on these things.
yeah, of course. To do it with rapping as well, it's very much a complicated thing. He could do as best he could.
I like this scene, like, because he's always spitting out the food. That's hilarious. Also, the yes chef, no chef, that shit was so clever and cool. How that came out. Right here. Blue Kitchen. Take off the jacket. They got their best both lines. Bon appetit with Julia Child too. Yeah, line wise, I thought it was great. Obviously, her attacking him for being notorious douchebag. Even though people say off camera he's a nice dude, I don't know if that's true.
But yeah, no, you get mixed feelings on it. It can depend. I think he kind of like in the shows, he definitely puts on a act of how he can behave. But then, in some social media, he can come off as pretty down to earth, at least.
Yeah.
I respect him. Like he's a great personality as a chef. So I like how they at least went about it in the battle for getting him right, and he actually acknowledged it.
I wonder if this was before he did that whole fiasco with the burned grilled cheese. Because if not,
Yeah, definitely was.
Okay. Dang, that would have been so funny if this came out after. Then we could have fucking roasted him on. You can't even cook a grilled cheese. Yeah, this is good. I love Gordon Ramsay. Gordon Ramsay, one of my favorite TV personalities of all time. Damn, that was a good note to end it on. Fuck, where to place it though? Yeah, it gave me very similar vibes to Superman versus Goku in terms of how it sounded. The beat was fire. No pun intended. Great.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's it for today. Is there anything you want to plug, Mr. Bacon?
Yeah, fittingly enough, I also have a channel where I also have my own podcast with my co-host Red Spider. We actually just put out an episode today with one of the most known creators of the fan-made rap battle community, which is SnakeBite126, and we have many others such as Freshy Canal, as you can see there, Nathan Provost, and OG, Tommy Salami, Zach Sherwin. We actually managed to get on, so definitely check out that channel.
I don't know, man. This is the channel I'm showing on screen, right? Le Epic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everyone go subscribe. It's the first
community.
link in the description. Show our boy some love for spending all this time with us tonight. I'll also
yeah, and there's also the link to the Discord as well.
Awesome, yes. So I'll link the channel, then I'll link the Discord quick. I'll invite the server. So if you love epic rap battles of history, come join this Discord and chat it up with our fellow community members. Let me paste it. There we go. Awesome. All right. Thank you so much for joining us today. Again, thank you so much, Mr. Bacon. Your expertise and your knowledge is vast and amazing, and it really keeps this series going. I'm having a very fun time watching these with such an expert. Will you stream at the same time next week? I am going to be on vacation next week, unfortunately, so it's going to be 2 weeks until the next one. But we'll see Bacon and Quasar's schedule. So we'll see what time works best for us in 2 weeks. I shall return. Thank you. Yeah, if you want to continue watching, make sure to subscribe. I'm sure Bacon will post it again in the announcements channel in his Discord as well. Great live stream. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us, Senor Gato, Jules, Mooney, General Douglas MacArthur, the bees from Nicholas Diorio. Thank you so much, all the bees. Tippy Tiz, Carissa, if you're still watching, Katafi, Leia, Lester, Sally, Myra, Symbiotic Spider, Jade, our annoying moderator, Nightbot. And those are the most recent chatters. Thank you so much, everybody. And Koya, I'm going to text you. I'm super curious to hear about that date. Or maybe I'll call you. I got to do my Duolingo and I got to write up something for work really quick. But that's it. And I think, and Katafi. Thank you so much. All right, everyone. That's the end of tonight's stream. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night, and I'll talk to you later. See ya. Actually, you know what? I got to check if someone else is. I got to pay it forward since we got rated. And take a quick look. There probably isn't anyone else streaming since it's late as fuck around the world. So we'll take a look. Tails. Station. Redirects. Nope. That's it. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great rest of your night. See you.